What's up, everyone? Welcome to another stream of Bloodborne. I'm Nate, and I'm joined by Tom and Ian. What's up, fellas?
Hello.
Why does Tom get top billing? What's this about?
I
Why
switch
am
you
I?
off. I switch you guys off all the time.
Oh,
I'm not
our
sure that's fair.
category
I
is
should
still
really
Neo. I gotta
be.
change that.
I should really be top billing the whole. I should be above you, Nate. I mean, I'm the show
Oh,
here.
is
I mean, what are we talking about?
Okay. Someone get this
Yes.
guy a bigger trailer.
Yes, exactly. And I would like some avocado
On toast.
on toast. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In a smoothie. So
Fantastic.
I like a little pineapple, a little yeah, just get it right.
I will say, Abby's gotten into,
value my contribution.
No, I don't think I will.
Great.
Let's see. I beat the big guy here, but
Yep.
after that, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess maybe I'm going through this door. No, doors can't be trusted. Some doors are real and some doors aren't. Some doors have people behind them and some don't.
Just
Some
explore,
walls
baby.
are doors.
All right.
Some are false.
Anyway, so what is it? Abby's gotten into making like non-alcoholic drinks, like mocktails and other things.
Nice.
But
Okay.
what she's really gotten into more than anything is making homemade horchata. Have you guys
Ooh.
had horchata at all?
I have
not
not,
had it homemade.
but
I
I've-
don't think.
I've not had it. I've heard a lot of
Ooh,
hype about it.
It's quite good.
It's like
There's
cinnamon milk.
there's like a taco place around here close to us, and they do a lot of agua frescas and horchatas, and we can't get enough. We went like 4 days in a row.
That sounds like a problem, actually.
Yeah.
You might, or it sounds like you are like pushing crack on us or something. Like, is that
it's
advisable?
not a healthy drink. It's a great
No.
spiritually healthy drink, but not in the
Okay.
physical sense.
I mean,
Um,
I say that, but I'm a guy who likes a good 12-year-old scotch. So that's not exactly healthy either, I suppose.
I was gonna
So,
say it just depends on how you want to poison yourself, I suppose.
yes, you got to choose your vices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't choose all of them, really.
But then we also she's also putting together a strawberry basil black tea, and that
Whoa.
shit was delicious. But she's also gonna probably make some simple syrup and maybe even infuse some strawberry flavor into that. And so I'm like, man,
So is this the type of drink that if you wanted to get rowdy with it, you'd put vodka in it?
yeah, you could definitely do that. I could see that. It's a
there's
really good
a-
basis.
I forget the brand, but there's a drink like it's a really common liquor called rum chata. It's like a cordial one that you can see at like Kroger and stuff.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, I have like virtually no experience with mixed drinks generally.
Yeah.
So this is the type of thing that I think actually Cherie would dig seriously.
Oh yeah, if you turn
Uh,
Shree onto that, you'll be living the good life because I'm sure she's the type
Yeah.
of person who would take off with this.
Well, you kind of read my mind because like I'm thinking about this as selfishly as possible because it's like
yeah.
the
don't
way
wanna
I
do it.
say it, the way I said it may have come off like I think that she would like it and I want her to enjoy it. No, what I
Yeah.
really meant was I
Is
think that
wanna
I
get
might
her to
like
do
it,
this
but
for me.
correct. I don't want to make it. I want her to.
I love
make
that
it.
you steer into the bad skid. Yeah.
Yes.
At
I mean,
least
look,
you're honest
I'm just
about
keeping
it.
it real. I'm just keeping it 100 with the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not that great a guy.
I mean, you guys, you know me. If I had said anything else, you would have called me on it. You know better.
Yeah.
I gotta be
Gonna
honest.
beat you there. Beat you there.
Yes.
Speaking of
exactly.
interesting food choices, I was just checking out my friend's story. Apparently, the Fountain Square here in Cincinnati, the Fountain Square Skyline opened tonight.
Ooh.
Fountain Square has a
have-
skyline now. Fuck.
I
Wait
know.
a minute.
I'm excited about it
So,
because I basically
Fountain
walked
Square
by
has a
there.
skyline and a Graders.
Dude,
Yeah, that's true. They got both.
I'll just hang out there
Ooh.
all
That
day.
great
Fuck
news.
me.
Oh
That's great.
yes.
Apparently, you took a picture of the menu, and they have exclusives at that place. They have Skyline Dip Pizza,
What the fuck?
What?
and apparently it's really good. It looks really good based on the pictures I'm seeing. But it's 12-inch
mean-
thin crust, cream cheese base, Skyline chili, and shredded Wisconsin
Oh,
cheddar.
so it's like a skyline dip pizza. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I would take issue with is personally calling it pizza, but other than that, it
Right.
sounds
Well, it's like calling skyline chili.
Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah.
And so, but as far as I'm concerned, add Skyline to anything and you're giving it a plus. You're
Yeah.
plussing it up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Okay, well, I don't live in Cincinnati anymore, so fuck me. But maybe someday I'll get back there and give it a whirl.
I feel like with how many people have transplanted away from Cincinnati, you'd think that they would have like a bigger like delivery service or some way of trying to package it up.
So it's a good point because
I do whatever.
I do always have Kansas Skyline on hand at home, like I ordered from Amazon.
Oh yeah, we just got a big influx of it thanks to our visitors that came. Thank you again, by the way, Tom.
yeah, of course, you're welcome.
Bastards.
It's pretty
I mean,
great.
it sucks. I look, internet. I would really prefer not to patronize Amazon, but I need the Skyline.
Yeah.
It's availability. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
You kind of have to go with
the only fucking place to get it. And to Tom's point, like they don't really have a great distribution method for the Skyline.
Yeah.
So now, for example, I do Skyline, and then this time of year, I actually order Graders, and Graders delivers nationally.
Does ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wild. We were so grateful when we figured that out in Bismarck.
Fuck yes. Guys, internet, I'm going to let you guys know, get this on record. I'm going to give you the hottest of hot tips, which is actually a cold tip. Get yourself
frozen tip.
Some lemon sorbet from Graders in Cincinnati, man.
Oh,
that shit will change your life. Wait until it's like 95 degrees outside. Wait until it's like 95 degrees and 90% humidity, and then crack one of those bad boys open. Oh my god, it will transport you to Nirvana. Oh man, it's so good. So yeah, that's the hot tip. If anybody needs it, and then you can thank me later because I know you will.
If I was a character in a Souls game, I think my Estus flask would be a cheese coney.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
It'd be like
right?
blood vials in this. They'd be like limited.
What would your Estus flask be?
My Estus flask. I already know.
What?
It would be a Squeeze It. It's
like
a Mondo or a Squeeze It.
Yeah, remember the fucking Mondos? Yeah,
Mondos were. If you couldn't have Squeeze Its, Mondos were almost as good.
Yeah, I Squeeze It was like the brand name. The Mondo was like felt like a knockoff. Right? It was like the bottom shelf version of the Squeeze It. You had the Squeeze Its at eye level, and you got the Mondos on the bottom shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good though. To be fair, they were also perfectly fine.
They were all colorful and sugary. How bad could it be?
Exactly.
Yeah. They were doing it right. It's a simple formula.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. What would I pick? Holy shit.
I feel like mine would be an actual I had to have like a liquid or like semi-liquid, something you can drink quickly.
I was gonna say maybe I was gonna say maybe a Chipotle burrito, but maybe that's not.
But you got to sit down and eat the whole thing before you.
Yeah, you got. It's not a very quick heal, I guess, but you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to commit.
So, Ian, you'll hate me for this, but in Bismarck, in North Dakota, there are only 3 Chipotles in the entirety of the state.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them are in Fargo, which is a 3-hour drive from Bismarck, and only one of them is any good. But in Lincoln, I am a 5-minute walk to a Chipotle.
Yeah, I don't like you. I have a similar situation in the sense that I live on the Cape, which is in actuality it's an actual island, so getting on and off the Cape is actually a bitch and a half. So basically you live on the island and you do everything you can in your power to never have to leave, because otherwise it's a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, there is in fact only one Chipotle on the entire island of Cape Cod,
and it's on the tip.
Well, it's right in the fucking center, and the problem with that is it's in Hyannis. Hyannis is it's like the closest thing to a city we have on Cape, and so it's just a bitch to get there, especially Cape during this time of year. It takes an hour to get everywhere on the Cape because of the fucking part-timers that always come out here this time of year. You're getting ratted up, boy.
Yeah.
Damn.
He came out of the back of the camera, and I was like, "Oh, god damn it!"
Yeah.
Dude, their eyes though.
Rats. They are the rats.
Yeah.
The rats.
All right. So,
all right.
Before I came up here to start the stream, Abby's downstairs watching one of the Men in Black movies. I think it's the international one. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it wasn't super great, but it did get me wondering. I asked a very specific hypothetical. If you were to witness verifiable proof of aliens in a way that is very personal to you, you have no way of proving it to the mass public, but you for sure know that there's aliens and there are other people on the planet that know, like the secret society, like the secret world of those who know about aliens for real. would you try to get in that world, or would you try to go back to normal?
This is like a red pill, blue pill question.
Yeah, kind of. Like, do you take the blue pill?
Right. Like, so would I want to know about the existence of aliens, or would
No,
I prefer?
You now know. You don't have a choice in not knowing. Do you want to get involved? Now, there is no telling what kind of aliens. It could be xenomorphs. It could be MIB. It could be fucking like.
Oh, okay. So this is the J question. Do I want to be J? Like, what would I do if I was in Jay's scenario?
Yeah, basically, like what it got me thinking. Like, okay, if you were, I think the trope, the media trope is called like the secret world. It like. It's your MIBs, your Harry Potters. It's always the hidden world underneath the real one. That's the real truth.
Yeah.
Or like, the whole truth with, could you go back to being normal?
Mm-hmm. I grew up in the 2000s, like just, past you guys, where tons of shows that came out were all about that. Like, it's always about like some kid or group of kids that have some secret, some shit going on, and they got to figure it out. So I feel like I'm kind of biased to say like, yeah, of course I would, because usually it means you get like a cool power or some shit.
Well, yeah. Well, in this case, you're just you. You're no special skills, no hidden chosen one. You're just you.
No omnitrix, no. Yeah.
But you are now aware.
So this is also kind of like a Flowers for Algernon question, because it's like, can you go back to normal life now that you know about the extraordinary, right?
Yeah. Like, and not that you have the choice. No one saw you from either side. You could choose to just go back to normal, and never tell anybody, or just preach conspiracy theories or whatever. But you also have the ability to jump right in.
So this is an easy answer for me.
Yeah.
It's a similar answer to the question, like, if I had a chance to go to the moon, would I go?
Yeah.
And the answer to that question for me is an obvious, immediate, no thinking twice yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm in. Count me in. Because you know why? Because there's some next level shit going on up in here. Yeah. That's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like Jay. So.
Okay. So you sprint into the melee, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
I can't like. You know what it is? It's not necessarily because the topic itself is like a super draw necessarily, although it's interesting for sure. It's also like I look at normal life and it's sort of like.
It's a fucking joke, right? Yeah.
Well, it's all yes, exactly. Like I'm like, especially these days, I'm looking at like the world and I'm thinking, why on earth would I want to continue down this fucking path? Like, what? This is not, things ain't shaping up great at the moment. So I'm quite happy to like really, throw a wrench in the works here and put a little wrinkle in it.
Yeah.
I think that's my jam. I think mostly the only problem with that is if it is like genuinely like the J thing, I gotta like ditch all the people in my life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind ditching you guys because you know what the fuck who I can kill. But
yeah, sure, why not? Of course.
But you know, like I got dogs and cats and a wife. You know, I got I got obligations. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think they would be fine without me. Honestly, it wouldn't be. It's a selfish thing. Like I would crumple without them. They'd do awesome. They'd probably be like twice as good without me. But I would crumble without them. So I would need to at least make sure that like part of the deal is that they get like that they accidentally win the lottery or something. You know, like they.
Let's say they are not allowed to join you in your new life, but you get holidays. You get all the government holidays off to go see them.
That's probably the perfect amount for them. That's probably the perfect amount of.
I love that this is all for them and not for you.
Yeah, because I do think that like that's like the ideal amount. You want just a little touch of it in your life, but you don't really want all that much of it, you know? So like just coming around during the holidays is kind of the exact perfect amount for sure, I think. Yeah. That's my the only one who would really struggle is probably Dabney.
Yeah.
I think Dabney would be the most effective.
She would struggle, but it's mostly because it wouldn't be because she needs me around. It's because she wasn't consulted.
She wasn't consulted.
Yeah.
That's great.
Her entertainment's gone.
Or yeah, and she just doesn't. She needs to approve. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I would have to ask her and get her approval. And the problem with that is, if I did that, she would know that that's what I would want to do, and therefore, by definition, she would not give approval.
Got it.
Just because what you want.
Yes, exactly.
At least
So
you know
I would
your
have to
family
like,
members very well.
yeah, I'd have to do like a reverse psychology thing on her and make her think I don't really want to go, and then she'd be like, "Banish you,
Yeah,
get out of here."
Well, you have to go. You have to save the world.
Correct. Yeah, she would shame me into it. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that would be
that's
that's my plan.
I initially felt like I had similar reasoning to you, but it turns out I don't. Because my family likes me.
Yeah, what's that like?
My thing would be is like, now that I know, it's not it's not that other people's lives don't matter, but it just seems like the normal life becomes trivial when I know there's when I know there's real shit going down, and
comes drab.
Yeah, then I feel like a joke, and I'm like, what am I fucking who cares about this like corporate job that I'm doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, nobody cares about the corporate job, even in normal, regular life. I don't care about the corporate job.
But like, we care about it as a means to an end and all that. But like, but like when you know, like you're not aware of the full picture. You know, you're not aware of what's all going on. You're just like, oh my god. Now that I know, I can't unknow. That means I can't go back to ignoring it.
This is kind of the interesting question, though, because what if we do the red pill, blue pill question, the Matrix style question? What do you do in that case? Now, this is a really important distinction, though, because if you recall in the Matrix, Neo didn't actually know what he was getting himself into.
Yeah, Morpheus wouldn't fucking tell him.
Faith.
Yeah,
right. And so you go back like that scene with Cypher, where he's like, "Hey man,
why didn't I take the blue pill?"
Why didn't I take the blue pill? Well, that's true in hindsight. I would definitely take the blue pill.
Yeah.
Because the ignorance certainly seems, it seems kind of nice, given where he's going to end up in the future, like, getting blinded and, living in that, eating gruel, basically, for the whole rest of your life. But not knowing what I'm in for, I feel like I'd have to say yes. Wouldn't I? You'd have to take the red pill if you don't know what you're in.
The human curiosity, I feel like, even if you're not that kind of person, it's a pretty primal thing.
I mean, part of the problem with this, though, is like, why did Neo say yes to this?
I think Thomas A. Anderson.
I guess.
Or a corporate job that he hated.
But he was an underground hero. Like, he was a legend on the underground. Like, his name was Neo. He had a fucking nickname as Neo on the underground.
He was a computer nerd handing out, black market software.
He was a beloved badass. People he had a fucking cool ass code name that he was known by. And he was fucking Keanu Reeves.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So bad about that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like he just really wanted to stick it to his douchebag boss. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the ultimate angst move.
Yeah.
For him to take that red pill, because it didn't seem like he really needed to. He kind of had an okay life going relative to. What the part of the problem is that I'm evaluating this in a 2026 lens.
That's true, because back then, that seemed like the most mundane bullshit. That seemed boring ass.
Yeah, in 1999, that was like as bad as it could get.
Yeah.
Corporate despair was like as bad as it could get.
Oh my!
Whereas now it's sort of like
boring.
Man,
yeah. I have
because now we know how bad it can actually get. We got a better
living through what our half a dozenth once in a lifetime event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, we're kind of over it.
Yep. Yeah, so I guess that's a lot of considerations to make.
Yeah.
But I think in general I would choose the red pill because I'm too damn curious.
Okay. Tom, what about you? You haven't said much.
No, I said yeah. I mean, well, that was also just based on I watch a lot of cartoons with that kind of shit. I'd be in, because why not?
Okay. Oh, you did say that, yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, if in this case you're not like a chosen one type scenario, I mean,
yeah,
even if you know, like, yeah, there's some existential dread there, but there's also a lot of that in the world right now. So I feel like if that also means I'm not necessarily responsible, like it's not like what's the fucking movie from the 80s about the kid that plays a video game so well he becomes a pilot for a star something. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Flight of the Navigator.
Maybe I don't remember. But there, I mean, there's a dozen movies like that and shows like that where, you know, it's like the kid and or person who, you know, it has the secret world thing going on. It's like, and now you're responsible. It's like, well, if in this case I'm not, it's like, okay, cool. So it's kind of fun to compare that to like conspiracy theorists about aliens.
Well, that is a good point. I hadn't thought about this. Like in the Matrix, Neo is legit the chosen one. How much would it suck if you learned definitively that you were the chosen one,
right?
And yet you still had to eat gruel every night.
Right. That's the thing. If
you are the superhero of this world, but your life still is living in a fucking slum. Like that's gotta suck. That's gotta be
a different kind of slum. Yeah, exactly. But it's like if I know about it, but it's not like, oh, you're the only one that can save us. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool to know that. I like reading Wikipedia pages sometimes too, so that's great. That's knowledge.
So this is bringing me to another question that I think is interesting. Yeah. What fantasy or sci-fi movie world would you least like to live in?
Anything from FromSoft.
Really? There's some FromSoft games. Like I wouldn't mind living in Bloodborne.
No, not Bloodborne.
No, not for you. No Bloodborne for you.
I might do Sekiro.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Don't forget to live in.
Yeah, what would be like your absolute nope? You will not live in that scenario. Movies or video games. Your least attractive video game.
I was gonna say Event Horizon. I haven't even seen all of it, but I was like, I feel like Event Horizon would be bad. But in that same vein, I would say Dead Space, because in Dead Space, it's like there is a known, you know, a known object that can cause the horrific shit that happens, and corporations that are literally trying to recreate it to use it against people. And in every case, survival is just delaying the inevitable. There's not really like anything you can do besides like, yeah, eventually this is gonna affect everybody.
So I have a similar answer for similar reasons, but I think it's the most soul crushing because it's the closest to our current lived reality, and that is Blade Runner.
Oh, yep.
That's actually the first thing I thought of, because I always think about that in Cyberpunk, because I'm like, yeah, there's still like not everything is terrible in Cyberpunk, but enough of it's bad that it's like generally like things are not like, you know, the quote unquote positive things in that world are still, you know, corporate owned and generated. Like trying to make a name for yourself is kind of the only fun you can have, and even that's like there's no sense of security. There's no like certainty about anything.
Yeah, for me, it's Blade Runner because it is. I mean, the concept really of that is that it's all the governments of the world are now just corporations. It's literal corporate governments.
They are Omnicorp.
Yeah,
they are Omnicorp. Yeah, exactly. And then and also
agree too. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The sort of the secondary piece of that would be Alien, which is interesting because some people theorize that Alien and
they're linked. They're in the same world. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's Blade Runner. Also because like Earth is totally fucking spent in Blade Runner. Like there's like it's a once in a lifetime thing to even encounter a living tree. Like they've got no organic shit anymore. It's all just one big fucking city, which is like my definite dystopia. So it's
you literally
definitely
can't
not
touch
me.
grass.
Yes, exactly. So that's the worst possible conceivable future for my blood. I could live in Sekiro, or I could live in Bloodborne. There is at least like life happening in those worlds.
If it is undead.
It's not like techno despair at least. So yeah, I'd rather Bloodborne than that.
I feel like in that same vein, like I think one that might be worse, not so much about the immediate like dangers, but there's a manga series called Blame. I don't know if either of you have ever heard
I don't want
to
live in Berserk either. Yeah, by the way.
Well, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Berserk would be fucking awful. Holy shit, absolutely. First arc alone, I would not want to live in Berserk. But Blame would be, I feel like, awful just because it's like, if you take like that like futuristic sci-fi stuff that's still kind of dilapidated and then just put like, you know, what essentially is the back rooms in it, because it's like
Yeah.
You know, you don't have like, it's not planets and like solar systems anymore. It's like a Dyson sphere that just keeps making itself bigger and bigger. So you'd be like, even if you were like, you know, some characters in that story are like these like half cyborg things that don't need to breathe, you'd still be wandering this place basically forever, because like it's about like this big exoplanet that's like being made by these autonomous robots, but no one knows who's in charge of it anymore. They just kind of persist for the sake of it. There's a room in that story that is as big as, if not bigger than, the diameter of Jupiter. And the like protagonist realizes that once he has crossed it, and he's like, why did they build this? What is the point of building this structure out so large with so many like layers that we're basically taking up like half the solar system in an impossible structure? And it's like, you'd be wandering that forever. Humans live in these small groups trying to figure out what technology is.
That's like the ultimate version of liminal space.
Right.
Sounds
it has layers to it, but they're not like maps, and there's no way of really figuring it out. It's like, yeah, there's communities of people, but it's not like, you know, anyone's really, they're trying to make like, you know, civilization within it, but it's trying to use whatever stuff they have. And it's like, yeah, that to me is a more of a like a liminal horror that's also just this wandering forever. There's not really any purpose. There's no like, it feels cramped even when it's gigantic, because you just know that whatever is up top is just more of the same shit. That would be
so. This is interesting. It occurs to me that the meme answer would be The Walking Dead, primarily because it goes on forever and ever with no end in sight, and mostly just gets more and more boring.
Right. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I feel like
that was an unnecessary burn for Walking Dead, but I felt it was pretty good.
I guess I have no mouth and I must scream would be pretty bad if you happen to be one of those survivors.
Yeah,
that is a classic one.
That's also very selective. I'm thinking of like, you know, enough civilization that there's still like, you can still be somebody, not like you were chosen to live forever and be tortured forever.
Dark City is pretty bad.
Dark City.
Yeah, that one's pretty rough. Oh, how about the Biff version of the future from
Back to the Future?
Too.
Oh yeah.
Which is effectively what we are in, frankly. But
though,
here we go, baby. You found it, Nate.
The Biff version has hoverboards, though, right? I feel like that's kind of a.
I mean, it does. No. That's the good version of
2015.
Until they. Yeah.
I remember so many people were mad when 2015 rolled around and we didn't have hoverboards.
No, we didn't have hoverboards.
Not in the way that we expected. Yeah.
No. Nate, this is the first proper boss of this game.
Oh fuck! I gotta fight this guy.
What's his name?
You gotta fight this guy, baby. Father G, baby. Father Gascoigne.
Yeah, this is the guy that I thought was the shotgun wielding wheelchair user, and I was like, man, what a name.
This is a cool fight. I like this fight. A lot of people consider this to be a skill check. We'll see how it does for you.
Okay.
So he still does have a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Good interrupts. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my god.
So does he also have a trick weapon, or is that just an axe, like a big axe?
I don't remember. I feel like it's just a big axe. I don't think it's a trick weapon.
He's not like also a hunter, or.
Ooh, I don't know actually his lore very well.
I was gonna say, not that probably doesn't really matter.
I don't think he is. No, I don't think he is. Well, you'll see in a minute. There's more to be revealed from him. Oh my god, he's got launchers. He's fucking Tekken out here.
He's got the while down hits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, what that melee reach is crazy.
He's mean. Yeah, he's a mean boy. Ooh, interrupts again.
Got some stagger.
Yeah. Ooh, parries. Oh, Nate. Okay, so on that move, when he's down on his knee, you got to get up there and get that visceral.
Yeah, I heard about it. I remember you saying you gotta like basically. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, it's a trick weapon, Tom. You see that? He just.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The double the.
That's one of the starting weapons that you can have. You can get that weapon as a starting weapon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So you're starting.
You're doing great so far, Nate.
Based on like whatever class you pick, or is it just?
There we go.
Not really. No, you can choose whatever weapon you want. So you can choose the weapon, and you can choose the class separately.
Ah, okay.
Damn, it took forever for this change to happen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he does this.
Can you believe it took so long for him to transform? This is
Dr.
crazy.
Jekyll me? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking werewolf man. He's like a Jekyll man.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
I can't believe it took him this long to transform. This is crazy.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna one-try Father G here? That's fucking crazy.
Possible.
Ooh.
His clothes grow with him?
It looks like that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like
man, you are parrying the shit out of this dude.
Oh god.
Can't believe this. This is crazy. I'm disappointed. You end. Oh man, you almost got this.
No way.
I know that would have been so cool.
Praise slaughtered.
Everything about that was disappointing. Everything about that.
Oh no, I feel pretty not disappointed.
You
with
parried him
myself
like 5
just
times.
Now.
You parried him like 5 times. By the way, congratulations. But then you didn't get a visceral on any of them.
I got 1 visceral on him.
You got 1 visceral.
Yeah, like
and then you missed your visceral to finish him off.
Yeah.
And then you fucking one-tried him, which sucks because a lot of people really suffer on Father G.
It's because you pointed it out early, and then he got the reverse.
I guess. You also. I also hate
have
the fact
the coolest number of souls to have right now. After that,
you sure do. Incidentally, just so you know, Father G is hard enough that they've actually built in a little bit of a like a cheat with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is an item that you can get that actually really fucks him up.
Realizes him. Okay.
Yeah, it's called the music box, and you can get it and use it once in each fight. And you didn't fucking need it, so fuck us, I guess.
Where's Upgrade Girlfriend at? Fuck.
Oh, she disappeared.
What? I got all these souls though. Where?
Yeah, bummer. It sucks.
Where's the other guy? Where's Grandpa at?
Where's super bummer in their quest line, I guess.
What do we do?
There she is.
What? Where? What?
Just past her.
Oh.
The doll.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hello, good hunter. Welcome home, good hunter. I like that she calls you good hunter. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see those guys in the little bird bath over there, hot tubbing it? Over
on
the top right.
Her calling you good hunter. Her calling you good hunter is like when you go to Waffle House and they call you hun.
Oh yeah, for sure. So total customer service.
The dialect thing.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna. I could use some extras. No attribute selected. Oh. Yeah. I could use a little bit more endurance.
Can always use more endurance.
Yep.
Enduring is the name of this game, so you got to endure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Farewell, good hunter.
Thank you very much. All right. Fortify with some weapons. Oh, I only got 4. Damn it. Okay. Well. Such.
You lose.
So shall it be.
Get fucked, shorty.
Right. One more. That would have been great. All right. Tomb of Odin. I thought this said Tomb of Odeon, and I was like, "What? That's a Yu-Gi-Oh character."
Sounds like one.
But anyway, what the fuck were we talking about while I was fighting bosses? And kicking ass, by the way.
Terrible used futures.
Universes. Yeah, terrible used futures and terrible universes you didn't want to get isekai'd into.
In fairness, I would have to say the episode 4 Galaxy, not a great existence. Pretty bad, actually.
Episode 4.
A New Hope. A New Hope.
Oh,
that's
A New Hope. Yeah, that's like Height of the Empire.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's pretty dark times, man.
Yeah, that's a rough time.
Yeah.
Given a choice between Star Trek or Star Wars, which universe do you want?
Okay, so it depends on the context by what do you mean, like, what do I want? What do I want to live in? I want to live in Star Trek. What do I want to adventure in? Yeah, Star Wars for sure.
Yeah, same. I totally agree.
I mean, Star Wars has
if I'm playing
magic.
it real, yeah. If I'm a normal guy, probably Star Trek. If I'm an adventurer with like some skills and shit, definitely Star Wars.
If I get to be a Jedi, Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm allowed to become a Jedi, Star Wars. If not, probably Star Trek. Because I also don't want to be the only acceptable way to not be a Jedi in Star Wars is to be Han Solo, and there's only one Han Solo. So like, I don't want to be anybody else in Star Wars. I want to be a Jedi or I want to be Han Solo. No one else is like. I don't want to be. Knowing me, my luck, I'd probably end up being like, fucking, I don't know,
Club Shido.
Salacious Crumb or some shit.
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah. That's who I'd probably either that or like Watto. That's who I'd probably end up being. Like that's not who I want to be.
I'd be the little pet that Jabba
have a
keeps
chance
around.
cube.
Yeah. So, but Star Trek, yeah. If I'm just gonna be a normal schlub, Star Trek is the place to be because you don't have to work. That's a utopian society.
All right, excluding Chewbacca because I'm sure that's an easy pick. What is your favorite alien in Star Wars? Yeah, Star Wars.
Favorite alien in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like I like the Twi'leks a lot. I think their design is really cool.
Yeah, Twi'leks are cool.
Got some cool skills.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I have an answer for this. I have to think about it though.
Tool for the workshop, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I think I know what mine is, but I want to wait for Ian's.
Okay. I gotta remember the name. I'm thinking of it here. What'd you think of Father G, by the way?
Dude, that was definitely a skill check. Like, with the other, like with the big hulking enemies, it's like, okay, I really like you're gonna have one or two attacks, and I gotta just like dance by your feet or whatever. But if it's always a guy who's just as skilled as you are, it's the best fight.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, oh, he's got an axe. Oh, he's got an extendable weapon. Oh, he's got a gun. He's got everything I got.
So you're like speaking my language because like I love Father Gascoigne because it's a humanoid fight and it's the first real like challenging humanoid fight. Those are always my favorite, obviously. And he's a cool looking character too. He's got a cool moveset. Like, and he's actually a little bit like fucking Genichiro from Sekiro.
Yes, Genichiro,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, he's like the first like skill check humanoid boss in that game that like really makes you lean into the mechanics of the game. Yeah.
Right.
That's my favorite. Okay, I think I have a candidate for favorite.
Okay.
I'm not settling on it yet.
Yeah.
But I got a candidate.
What you got?
I really like Nia Nub.
Nia Nub. Oh,
yeah.
Holy fuck! What's your deal?
He's the Soliston, who's the co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon during the Battle of Endor with.
Yeah. With Lando.
So he's like an unsung hero because he's like in that universe. He's like been to every fucking battle. He's like kind of like a fucking hero, and he gets like no pub because he's a sort of a schlubby, chunky little alien dude.
Oh, that's the thing with like his nostrils.
He's a schlubby, chunky cheek man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got cheeks, and therefore he can't really be a hero, but he is like super heroic. So that's a good one. I really, really like the unnamed guard in Jabba's palace who gets super broken up when
the Rancor dies?
When the Rancor dies. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You big old softy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just like that he's clearly like an animal person, and he just digs like the animals, which is like super relatable. Love that. Yeah, those are some good ones.
Isn't he human, or is that just the budget? Do you think?
Oh boy, it's hard to say. I mean, I guess. So this is a question though, because like, aren't they all aliens in that galaxy?
I mean,
are we talking like non-humans?
Yeah, I guess talking like Terran humans, like because like Luke and all them clearly humanoid.
Okay.
But like,
all right.
I'm talking like anybody in a suit, anybody in makeup,
Got it. Okay. Boy. I mean, the Jawas are hard to argue with because they're so like matter of fact and like they exist outside of like the order of the Empire.
Yeah.
They just like, you know what I like about the Jawas? They're just so loyal to each other. You know what I mean? Like they are committed to the cause of the Jawa enrichment. So they're like they're like a tight crew. You know what I mean? I get the feeling they're a tight crew. I dig that.
Yeah, I guess you gotta stick together when you're out in the sand dunes and
Yeah.
crawler. Is that what the thing's called? Closed by device.
Yeah, they're very industrious. Yeah, gotta like them. They also dress the way I would probably dress.
In a big old
Yeah.
leather
with a hood up
trench
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trench coat with a hood. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would probably dress that way. Now, we're not it's got to be organic life, right? Not
Yeah, organic, not droids, not droids. Otherwise, I'm definitely what is it, IG-88?
Yeah.
That thing's fucking awesome.
Okay.
But no. Okay, so those are your candidates for favorite.
Those are some really good ones. Yeah. I mean, I don't appreciate you disqualifying Wookiees from this. Like,
I said Chewbacca.
Like
I didn't say other Wookiees. I just said.
I mean, he is the only
Chewbacca.
Wookiee who appears in the original trilogy.
And I'm also not talking about. I'm not even talking about like races either. I'm talking about specific aliens.
Like characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yes. That's why Nia Nub sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I do like Nia Nub. He's pretty cool. I'm not sure about Admiral Akbar.
Yeah.
What to make that guy.
Yeah, a calamari
just maybe
or whatever.
I think mainly because he's just an authority figure, and I don't dig that. You know.
He's a rebellious authority figure, though.
Yeah, I mean it's true, but.
And he's very aware that where traps are.
He's very aware of the traps. Yeah. I mean, he's a useful man to have around, but I don't necessarily, want to be him.
Well, it's not necessarily who you want to be, just who's your favorite. There's
some more extended universe ones maybe that you could think about, like in the video games, maybe here and there, but like there's some dudes that like, oh, I got the easy answer, right? I mean, it's got to be Yoda, doesn't it?
I suppose that's true, although we don't know what race of alien he is either, and that's kind of the whole point.
We don't, but we know we've met 3 of them so far in canon.
Yeah, that's true.
We know Yoda, we know Yaddle, and we know
Grogu.
Grogu, yeah.
Oh yeah, Yaddle. I forgot about that one.
And they fucking live like for a long ass time. So.
Oh, I got a top hat. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, watch out, baby.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is that?
Eldritch horror stuff coming in.
Jeez, it's the color out of space or whatever. Jeez.
I mean, you are nailing some of the themes behind this.
Yeah, like this is so like it's faking it like it's Jack the Ripper, Jekyll and Hyde, like classic like Dracula and whatever. But this is some actual Eldritch horror shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, look,
it's masquerading as one, but it's actually the other.
It's quite literally. I mean, that's so. I mentioned that the sort of the lore last time on the last episode that Yarnum is built on this old civilization. That old civilization is the Elder God. It's like the old gods. It's like the Eldritch gods. So, yeah, all this blood tinge and all this blood shit that's going on in this world, that's their blood, basically. That's why it's fucking everything up. I love these characters. These are really fun to fight. Good for parries and shit. Also got kind of a cool design.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I was like, oh, other hunters. And I'm like, oh, no, they're not other hunters. There's a big one over here, though, that I'm like scared to fight. Because that guy and then the other guy from the very beginning that is clearly from Dark Souls. I haven't beaten him yet.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the parry? You getting comfortable with the parry?
More. I'm still far from it though. I'm still far from like being.
I mean, you did fine on Father G.
Somewhat. I think I still shoot it a little early.
Yeah.
I think I'm more anticipatory and less reactionary.
Is that a moon? Or is that the sun?
That's the sun. What? Okay. Where's the big guy? There, he's coming. Fuck that. I ain't fighting that guy just yet. I'll go the other way for a while. I can hear him walking. I'm like, nope, I'm not fighting 3 other dudes with him at my back. Forget it. All right. I know last time we were talking about all the fun game drops that were happening and what we want out of the new Ocarina remake. One, are we done talking about the Ocarina remake, or We got anything else to say? Any other hopes and dreams that we're hoping for?
We didn't get Tom's full take. My take was definitely, I think both what I think it's going to be and what I hope it's going to be is I think going to be the same thing, and that is I think it's going to be a pretty faithful remake, but with like major visual. It's going to be a complete. It's not going to be an up-res version. It's going to be like a whole new.
Yeah, they said it's from the ground
design.
up. And
Yes, that's what it feels like.
I think the term we kind of took away from it, Tom, was logical evolution. Like, yes, it is faithful in spirit and even in layout, but it's also a lot more than that. Like, it's not just a reskin. It's like actual, like, new mechanics, new map, new characters probably, with a lot of the same returning characters, but a re-envisioning of, like, you know, what they would have done had they had the technology at the time.
Right. I thought I had heard a story recently that someone was saying, like, oh, it looks like it might actually be more of a remake, but I don't remember. I just was a headline. I don't know if that's still the case, but I'm kind of like, I'm excited. I don't think I have any like specific like wants from any of it. I mean, obviously it's you know, for whatever it's going to be, I'm still excited that it's Ocarina at all. But no, I mean, I'd be fine with it either way. I think Ocarina is one that even the original game is still plenty enough for me to play that, you know, if they're going to do a remake, yeah, I'll still play it. I don't think there's anything specifically I can think of that would like ruin me on it. I mean, obviously, you know, assuming that if it's just a 1-to-1, that's, you know, still something. That's still a thing.
Yeah. Okay. I think I was saying that I want like the unicorn fountain. I want all the beta stuff that they didn't get to put into the thing. I want them
to like Light Temple, like the original one and stuff.
Yeah, like all the stuff they intended to do. I want the, you know, the medallions to do something. Did you know they also had for all the medallions, one, they all did stuff, and then two, they had arrows to go along with them too. Like they had a shadow arrow and they had a
I did not know that. No.
Yeah, they had a wind arrow. They had a spirit arrow, which was like gonna act like a teleport. But then they're like, well, that's just a better version of the hook shot. But been looking at a lot of the beta stuff that was cut or other like interviews about stuff they didn't get a chance to do, and I was like, oh shit! They had so many good ideas that a lot of it did make it into other games, but a lot of it they just never got around to again. And I thought that would have been really cool.
I mean, I will say, before we started this, I mentioned that there was one other game that I want to talk about that didn't really get any pub at SGF.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, before we get into that, including this other game that I'm going to talk about, I'm actually like, this is the most hyped I've been for a run of video games probably in 10 years.
Right. Yeah.
Like there are so many Ian games coming out at the end of this year that like it never happens. Like you guys, like I have a very like specific
you get like
type
one, maybe two if you're lucky.
Yeah, basically, right? Like I and which is fine for me because there's a lot of games I need to go back in my backlog and play, you know, and it gives me time to play all the old games that I love and all the Zeldas and shit. Yeah. But like it's rare that I get even three games in a year, let alone like 4 or 5. And like, man, there's the Ocarina looks fucking dope. Control is gonna be that's gonna be one of my all-timers. I'm sure of it because Control already is one of my all-timers. So Control Resident's gonna be badass as fuck. And this third one, ooh, who's this? Hang on.
I knew it.
Look at this handsome
real
devil.
life human.
Look at this handsome devil. Look at how prim and proper this man.
Yeah.
Alfred,
distinguished gentleman.
Alfred,
protege of Master Logarius, hunter of the Vile Bloods.
What say you?
He's like
dude, he's a cleric or something.
Yeah, he's a fancy lad. Look at this guy.
I like the duds. All right, we'll cooperate.
Very good. Very good.
What's that handsome Weasley professor from
Professor Lockhart.
Lockhart, that's who he is, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Also, fuck J.K. Rowling, FYI. But yes, he looks like Professor Lockhart for sure. Like getting the close up on him, that's great.
Yeah,
it's not very polite though. He didn't turn around to talk to you. Like, come on, man, eye contact. You know, what are we doing here? Yeah, there you go. Move in front of him.
No, I'm
teabag this motherfucker.
But I have heard that the holy medium of blood
he's so fancy.
in the main cathedral.
He's got kind of the same thing that Sypha has in Castlevania. A little bit more armor going on.
Yeah,
he's got the blue theme too.
I'm
the
looking
blue
at like
mantle
this.
thing with the cape.
This back here, this like cape thing he's got going on the design. I'm like, that feels very Sypha.
Can we talk about how big a badass Sypha is? My God, she's
Yeah,
oh, she's one of the
fucking
best
great.
characters in the whole show.
so cool. Oh, also, there's another game coming out this year that I cannot wait for. I think it's this year.
Oh yeah, the
Castlevania
one, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like an
Made
honest to
by
God,
Konami.
by Konami, and it's like
By Konami.
And I think it's involving people that worked on Dead Cells, which was like so
Yes,
big.
it is.
like whipping
That's
shit.
real
And is
deep.
it like a
Correct.
side scroller or is it like a full?
Yeah, side scroller. Yeah, it's like
No
it's in the vein.
way.
It's in the vein of Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What year
That's
is
gonna be
it?
good.
We're getting
No
Ocarina,
shit,
we're getting
man.
Castlevania. What fucking year is it?
I think this one's coming out this year. I don't know for sure. That one might be in 2027. I can't remember, but it's
All right.
soon. It's going to be relatively soon.
Yeah.
And I'm super hyped about that one.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
Hey, well, it was a pleasure. He's a very polite man. I'll take that. Okay.
Yeah. Although he's probably evil somehow because everybody
I
who's
mean, it is
polite-
weird that he's just like hanging out here in
yeah.
front of like an altar. Like
everybody
like,
who's polite and handsome in these games is a fucking
do not
villain.
trust. Yeah, 100%. And they're blonde. Like that's not right.
Yeah.
Blonde is
blonde hair,
dangerous.
blue-eyed. No, kill him.
Very dangerous. Yeah.
Not worth trusting.
Okay, the third game that I cannot wait for, and it's very speculative because it could turn out to be dog shit. But it is a game made by a new studio called Rebel Wolves.
Oh,
and
I've heard that name before.
If you think about the name, you might not be surprised to find out that it was a bunch of the key developers that left CD Projekt Red.
Uh-huh.
They are the primary developers of The Witcher 3.
Interesting.
And the game is called Blood of Dawnwalker.
I've never seen the trailer for this one. Yeah.
This is a very high variance.
Or what is it? Like, what's it like?
So it's a action RPG. It looks like very similar to Witcher, although it looks like there's a lot more attention paid to the combat and the action part of it, which obviously is important to me. But you play as a character who is basically like a dhampir, I guess is the right term for it.
It's like a half vampire.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are a vampire who can go out and about by day.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of a Alucard type of character, I suppose. Although it looks like you're just more of a normal human during the day, but you become like more of a vampire during the night. So anyway, there's some different rules going on there, but it appears to be a RPG, action RPG. And it's the important thing is that it's made by Rebel Wolves. It's not one of those games where it's like made by some of the creators of The Witcher 3. It's basically the primary developers of The Witcher 3. The director, the creative director, the art designers, a lot of the principal programmers, the writers, like just a bunch of principal dudes from The Witcher 3 who also did all of the DLC for The Witcher 3, and they were principal contributors to Cyberpunk. So we're talking about
that's a good crew.
Yeah,
we're talking about guys who are legit making some of the greatest video games of all time. This is the thing that I think people are missing. It's a brand new studio, and I do agree that there's a high variance possibility here. It could either be not very good at all, or it could be amazing,
complete shit, or it can be king shit of fuck mountain.
Yeah, because it is a brand new studio who hasn't done this by themselves before and all that kind of shit. But I think anyone who suspects it's going to be
sure.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I wouldn't err on the side. I wouldn't bet against these guys, because if you do bet against these guys, I think you probably haven't played all of The Witcher 3. Because, I mean, Witcher 3 gets a lot of pub and a lot of credit, but I still think Witcher 3 is just such an astonishingly... Yeah, I think even then, I think it's still underrated. I think it's such, and it's not even personally one of my all-time favorite games, although I do love it. Increasingly, I love it. But it's undeniable when you play that game how remarkable it is in so many different ways. And I don't. It's hard for me to believe that basically a studio that made that game, then made the other two DLCs, which remain to this day two of the greatest DLCs expansions ever made by any video game ever, and then followed up to make Cyberpunk, which, say what you will about the launch, turned out to be really just an A plus plus. Yeah. So for me, it's like super in my wheelhouse for genre. It's like dark fantasy, it's action adventure, it's RPG, it's melee combat. Like, yeah, man, this looks amazing to me. It's coming out in September. I can't wait. So I can't. It's gonna be a blast. So that and Control, and then later on this year we're getting fucking Ocarina, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Certainly the stacked lineup.
Yeah, it is for me for sure. Yeah. All right, Nate, we're doing strength. All right.
I just
we're
feel
doing
like
quality builds.
Not really equality. I just feel like my strength is hanging out at 9, and this makes me happy. And then 2, like I feel like what's the attribute that's gonna affect my roll? Is it strength or is it endurance?
Your
like
roll, meaning like more iframe?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like what affects my equip load? Do you know?
Oh,
is that even a thing?
I'm not sure it's really even a thing. I don't remember. I don't think that it is. Let me confirm it for you very quickly. Tells you how long it's been since I played. Yeah, no traditional equip load. Yeah, I was right.
Okay.
There's not really any penalties.
I don't
largely
see it up
because
here. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean it's largely because there isn't a lot of like heavy armor choices, right? So you're not really affecting your equip load that way. That said, the stamina there is a hidden weight system that does influence stamina regeneration at specific weight thresholds. So your stamina will regen faster at lighter weights, generally. Okay. But I don't. In my experience, in my playthrough, I didn't even know that was there. So that tells you how little it really is going to affect your overall experience. It's kind of a non-thing generally here. If I were you, I would wait to level up. I mean, you want the strength at 10. I get that. That's fine. If that makes you happy, go do that. But as a general rule, like with these games, you kind of want to wait to invest in your damage stats until you find a weapon that you really want to lean into so that you can maximize your scaling.
Right. Maybe I'll do some life. I feel like my health bar hasn't been very long.
It can't go wrong with vitality, baby.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that for now.
That said, you can also, if you might get to the point where your vitality and endurance are sort of already leveled up to the soft caps, in which case, then it's, it makes sense to go ahead and switch it up. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we're talking about games. One, Ian, have you talked about the game that you wanted to talk about? Or did
that's the one. Yeah, Blood and Bond Walker.
That's the one. Okay. Just want to double check, make sure that was the one you want to talk about.
Yep, that's the one.
My other question for you guys is, what game franchise on any system in the past have you always wanted to play but haven't ever done so? Or maybe you played it like once on like a weekend rental or something. You're like, oh man, I never really got to play this game a lot or like all the way through, and I've always wanted to go back and play it or finish it or what?
What franchise or what game or
what game or franchise is like the one that kind of got away or the one that's always had your interest even though you've never really played it?
This is an interesting one. Tom, I don't know if you've got one off the top of your head, but honestly, up until recently, the answer to that question for me would have been Metroid. Metroid Prime specific. Because I played all the 2D Metroids, but I'd never played any of the Primes. So that was definitely one that got away from me. And usually it's going to be like the answers to my questions are usually going to be to this question for me is usually going to be that period of like late N64 through GameCube where I just wasn't playing a lot of video games.
Yeah,
that was kind of like a desert for me. In that period, really all I ever played was like football games and baseball games and Gran Turismo. That was basically all.
I was literally going to say Gran Turismo. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that's the era probably that I missed the most. Sort of a variance on that question is I wish I had gotten more into like Street Fighter or Fatal Fury more. Because
you got pretty good at Street Fighter 2 way back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I got good enough at Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury to be like a good non SGF type of player. You know what I mean? Like I would never be in the fighting game community good enough to like even
like an Evo, yeah.
Like not even I wouldn't even be good enough to like walk into Evo and watch. Like never even good enough for that. But like cuz for fighting games, the skill level on that can get so fucking high. And like I would love to be able to walk in here today and be like a guy who was like really killing fighting games. That'd be kind of sick. I'd like that. Especially like Fatal Fury, because I love the characters in Fatal Fury. I love the fighting and the mechanics in Fatal Fury. Like super cool. One of my favorite video game characters ever is in Fatal Fury. So yeah, I'd like to have played those more, I think.
Is it Terry Bogard?
Yeah, Terry Bogard, yeah. Like I love the FGC community is like the FGC is really cool anyway. Like that's like they're super passionate about it.
Yeah.
So that would be cool to be like more involved in that and get more out of it. Other games that I wish I got good at. I kind of wish I had gotten more into Halo.
Okay. Well,
which is kind of a weird thing to say because of the state it's currently in. It's kind of sad. And
well,
so
with the
maybe
campaign Evolved coming out, maybe we do that.
Yeah, here's the problem that I've always had with Halo, and I've been thinking about this recently because of that. And it's because like I tried to do Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah.
And as much as I liked it, the problem that I've found with Halo is that there's not enough player choice for like build outs and weapons that you use.
Yeah,
like
it's very much.
It's not really that.
It's very much Doom, like an old school shooter in the way that you pick up and what you have is what you find.
What you use what you find, yeah. Which the reason, and I guess the reason you might say like, well, then why would you want to be in that? It's because like if I had grown up with that and gotten used to that style, I could probably enjoy Halo more today.
Yeah.
And like I like shooters and like I really like Destiny, of course, but I always got the impression
it's all about building it out how you want.
Right, exactly. But honestly, the thing that I like most about about Destiny was not even like the guns and the RPG nature. It was the gameplay, the feel.
Yeah,
right?
feel because like, and that's Bungie. That's like old school.
That's Bungie, exactly right. Yeah,
like, if you were to play Halo 3 or especially like Reach or even 4,
you're gonna get that formula.
Yeah, you'll get that feel. You're like, oh, yep, you feel related to Destiny.
Exactly, and also because like I see in Destiny, I've always considered Destiny to be the best bad game I've ever played. Like in so many ways it was a bad game, but also in the most important ways it was one of the best games ever made.
Because like 99% of its mission is go here, hold down button, defend position.
Right.
And yet I don't care every time. I don't care. That's the only thing I ever do because man, it's fun. I love popping eggs.
And then I think about Halo and I think that's like Destiny, but really good game wise.
Yeah,
like a good
also
game
really good
design.
Lore too.
And good lore, and just a good like a universe to be in, and like that's what I like. That I guess that's a good answer for me is Halo. I wish I could have gotten to that. And the only other answer I have here would be Fallout. I feel like Fallout would be cool to get into. Especially if they could come out with a modern one. If Bethesda could somehow modernize their design and like come out with something like that, I think that would be great. You know what I would love? I would love like a collaboration between Bethesda and like Machine Games. Because like if they could do if Machine Games could lend the game mechanics, like the gameplay mechanics, and then Bethesda could do the world building and all that shit, like that would be crazy. Obviously they're under the same corporate umbrella. Maybe someday that's a thing that could happen. It won't ever happen, but it would be ideal for me. Yeah, those are my answers, I think, off the top of my head. I think those are what I got. What about you, Tom?
I think the first one that comes to mind, I'm sure Nate probably shares, but I've always thought like Final Fantasy, and I feel like less like that every year just because I played like one of the MMOs for a couple hours. I've touched the controller while a couple of those games have been on, and they always seemed cool. Like even like I know people hate on 13, but I was like honestly for an Xbox to have like after playing like Lost Odyssey and some other like of that era type RPGs, I was like, I really wish I had. Now I wish I had the time or patience because even like most turn-based stuff besides like Earthbound, I don't really have the time or day for. I'm just like like card-based stuff like Slay the Spire and roguelikes is the closest I get back to that. But just like playing a turn-based RPG is kind of like it's a hard pick for me because I know you really have to get into it, and it's usually like the games that have multiple hours worth of story. But I always wanted to get into Final Fantasy because they seem like the best version
Gatling gun,
of
baby.
that. Like the most realized version of like the turn-based RPGs, like the job system, the active battle time stuff that they come out with later. Like I feel like there's a lot of lore there, and there's a lot of like even if it doesn't all mean anything, it feels like it'd be nice to have like played like 7 during its like height or like 9 and all that.
Do you gravitate towards like do you like gravitate towards games that are turn-based? Like is that actually a feature rather than a bug for you? Do you like that as a feature?
I think growing up I did only because like it was kind of an easier like skill cap compared to like the timing and platforming of some games. So like I think I did as a child, and I liked a lot of the story and aesthetics of games like Golden Sun and things like that. I think turn-based stuff I actually don't find myself like naturally coming to as much. Like things like Slay the Spire and like Balatro, and again like roguelikes seem to be the one where turn-based stuff doesn't feel as like slow, but not really. Actually, more often it is.
Whatever.
Ooh, you got
vomiting in
poison?
your face, baby.
Vomited.
Low poisoning.
Oof. Very yeah. It looks like that would be the ghost of Christmas Future or something in the Christmas Carol.
The red eyes and shit.
But it's like not really. I think I still like a lot of like platforming and like side scroller like action stuff. I like the 3D movement because it feels nice to have like
Yeah, if you were to ask me to characterize you, Tom, I would expect you'd want more of that more action engaged gameplay. Because like I think of you and I think of like fucking what's that driving game? The soccer driving game.
Rocket League.
Rocket League, yes. Which is like a big skill ceiling on Rocket League. Like in like like I feel like you like that challenge. Like
I do. I feel like with games like that, I've never had like a game or game type I've ever been like extremely good at. Rocket League, I was competent, but yeah, it's one of those games that is still technically competitive, and the skill ceiling in those games drastically increases. But for the first year or so, it was like it felt cool to be able to be like, oh, I'm starting to see like why there's strategy in playing it, even though this is like a bastardization of an actual sport.
You also like your game for those challenging multiplayer games because like you're big into marathon too, and like that's like a scary multiplayer
so that's
game.
The thing.
It's like
I was
suffering.
I was talking to someone about this recently because I've gotten a couple friends into it, and I haven't really played like a competitive like Rocket League was probably the last one I really played to any like normal degree. I suffered through the MOBA mines of League of Legends once, and I will never again touch that game, let alone think about it if I can help it. But I feel like I used to play a lot of them, especially in like the 360 era, because that's what was like becoming more popular. Like with Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 3's multiplayer, it became this like, oh, these single player games have multiplayer modes that are becoming more attractive. And I feel like games like Marathon, like I've heard about like extraction shooters and like PUBGs and your what have you.
I've played some PUBGs before.
Yeah, and like competitive games like that, that's I guess another answer for this is also like I wish I could have been better at like shooters in general, just because a lot of that does seem like a lot of fun. I think what I like about those games, especially like stuff like Marathon, is that they introduce more than just like, oh, it's about who has the fastest mouse, who has the best trained like wrist, who knows like all the little subtlety things.
I've always gotten the feeling that there's always like a underlying meta somewhere in the background that like does kind of matter if you really want to be competitive. There's always a meta you got to chase.
You can play casual for as long as you feel like it, but if you ever like if you start to hit that ceiling, that's where you're like, oh, I gotta start looking up guides, and it's like I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's where I get off on those games. Like I don't want to deal with that.
It's rare for me to play any kind of competitive game that involves a lot of like 3-dimensional skill, only because that's kind of what happens. Like I've had friends who, in similar like the FGC, who talk about like, oh, well, here's what you need to be doing to get to become like, you know, even competent.
Viable.
And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
it's so much of like, oh, actually what you want to do is something that feels totally unnatural. And I'm like, well, that's the problem. If it feels unnatural, it's going to be harder for me to want to do it, because then it's
very
like,
unintuitive.
Right.
Yeah,
It's not
you
like
got to get
me
that shit in your
engaging-
blood. You got to do reps. You got to practice,
Yeah,
basically.
you have to do reps and do practice, which I don't mind, like, you know, having some practice. I think my marathon is so attractive is that, like, it's the first game where even the game didn't explicitly say this, but it's actually sometimes better just to run away, because there's also a skill in, even if they're good at shooting, you could totally deceive them. You can do some Looney Tunes shit, like go around the corner, poke them in the shoulder, and then go around the other one, and then just leave. Like, there's so many, like, once you sit down and you really think about it, you're like, what if I just did some bullshit?
It's like actual gamesmanship happening there. Yeah.
Right. And so, like, you actually get to play, like, playing the game with the mindset of, like, I don't expect to win. I expect to try and do some stuff. And if it fails, that's ultimately part of it. And I feel like that's kind of an exception, is that, you know, you're playing a game where it's like, even if you know you're outgunned, there are ways to, you know, get away from those people, or to trick them, or deceive them, or, you know, the wackiness and the social, like, deception that happens, because some people literally will try and talk it out. And so you run into the, like, it's kind of like what I always wanted, like, the GTA Online to be, which was like, you know, they advertise like, oh, you do heists and stuff, and there's like, you know, territory wars and things like EVE Online have that, where it's like, yeah, but people end up just playing it like these competitive ladder games, and not like this, like, oh, our crew has this signature thing that we always do, and that's what we're known for. There's no like social currency there that really happened. It's just about like, oh, you just lost because you're worse. And it's like, well, that doesn't feel fun.
Yeah, you don't get a the whole is not more than the sum of its parts, because you don't get a bonus for like being a crew that's tight together.
Right. Yeah. If all they incentivize is just, you know, being better and getting more stuff, I'm like, well, that's fine, but like, where's, you know, where's the fun in like any of the other?
Where's the actual co-op happening?
Right. Yeah. Where's the cooperative? Where's the stuff that's like things happen that both parties don't really understand, and you have to deal with it in the moment? I like that stuff about.
So that's like Destiny raids, right? Like Destiny raids have a lot of that. I think that's the appeal there.
Yeah, and so I feel like, I don't play as many competitive games like that, but I think that's partially I just like Marathon because it's Bungie storytelling and game feel, but it's also the like the idea of, yeah, it's not what everybody wants, but it's like once you try it out, something about it makes you want to come back. And it's also the nature of knowing that, like, you know, some of the best players or whatever, people who, you know, kill me thousands of times with better gear, they're also having the same conundrum. Like, once you like take a step back and realize, like, everybody is signing up for their ship at the lose everything factory, and everyone is going.
Yeah, that way it sort of feels fair, right? Like there's a fairness that feels.
Yeah, and that's I've had interactions in that game where I like, you know, if I'm playing as like the Rook, like the class that's just a vulture, or if I'm playing, you know, in some scenario where clearly I am outgunned, I have had people who have been like, all right, I'm not going to fully kill you because I don't really need to, so let's just leave together. Or I've had times where I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to go bullshit around and talk loud over mic, and people are going to hear me. And then I've had teams be like, hey, Rook, you want to exfil with us? Because, I mean, we have no reason to kill you. So it's like, those little moments of like this weird collaboration, even when it's not supported by the game, is great, and that I think drives me to play it more. Because
so that's a genre that, similarly, I feel like I feel the same way about turn-based. Like, I wonder if I had gotten in at a younger age, would I feel differently about it? Like, could I have was there a moment in my life, a window, when I could have gotten into it, and then that would be my thing? Because now it's like it's like I'm allergic to those types of games now. But
I feel the same way when you were talking about like fighting games. I had a brief stint of trying to learn Tekken from a friend who's like a longtime FGC player, and it's also like the community aspect, which kind of happens with the like competitive games like that, or at least ones that have these mechanics. But like FGC is great because it's like it gives you a new third space to actually enjoy, because doing it in person is so much better than trying to play it online. I feel the same way about that.
The playing online experience for fighting games, depending on the game, can be really fucking toxic.
Like the rollback netcode stuff.
Yeah, you got to really be like, ooh, look at that. That was a loot llama.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a loot llama, baby. Chase those fuckers down. Yeah.
Oh, you said loot llama. I was like, is that the thing from Fortnite?
It is the thing from Fortnite. Yeah. It's a little crystal lizard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Final Fantasy would definitely be a series like that. I feel like there's some other shooters like but part of me wishes that I had grown up like actually playing more PC shooters, just because there are so many of them, like competitive and non-competitive ones. Like I feel like the mouse and keyboard skills is such a different mindset, but also there was such a huge array of these older first-person PC games that were like actually like pretty good. Like the Thief, I think, is another one. Like other stealth games like that you didn't really have access to until later. There's like a whole array of those types of games that I was like, man, it'd be cool to go back and play them. But now, like, there's not much reason unless you really want to have the retro experience. And it's kind of frustrating. Yeah. It's like, well, it would have been cool at the time, but, you know, given the quality of life updates and so many types of games, it's not really that. It's not really that.
Well,
important.
now that I'm thinking about it, another one, much like Metroid, that if you would ask me this question like 8 or 10 years ago, the answer to that question, probably like the number one answer to that question for me, Nate, would probably be Dark Souls and FromSoft games.
Like, yeah, same, honestly, yeah.
Surprisingly, yeah, like because I had not. Yeah. 2017 was when I played Dark Souls 3. That was really my first real experience. I think you guys remember, like, it took me like 5 different bites of the apple to get into Dark Souls 3, and then once I was in, I was ultra hooked.
Yeah.
And then I just like did all of them kind of.
I remember you describing to me, it's like, dude, it's like a fighting game. It's just like a fighting game.
That was exactly so. Like because I had already at that point, like, really, you know, I obviously grew up with fighting games. I really liked fighting games. The minute it clicked for me was when I realized it actually wasn't about like dodging and shit. Like the real trick was how much can you not dodge? Can you make space and bait out attacks? And like it was all footsies. That was when it was like, oh my god, this is a fighting game. This is all just footsies. And that was when it was like, oh, these games are awesome.
Yeah.
So
again, it kind of going back to the marathon thing. That's also how I got into Dark Souls, was by like not taking it seriously. Like, hearing that it was this huge challenge, I was like, well, I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna play like Village Idiot and see what happens. And then slowly over time, it was like, oh, actually, I kind of like trying to play this a little bit more seriously. But it takes
you get
that
more comfortable with it.
Right. There's a lot of games that I think are intimidating like that when you approach it in this way of like, oh, I'm going to do this just to be like, you know, the court jester, and then you play it and you're like, actually, I'm starting to like, I'm starting to vibe with it.
That's definitely sort of the most liberating, most important lesson to learn going into any Souls game. It's like, you got to know that dying is going to happen a lot, and that's the point. You're supposed to die a lot. Like, that's just the way of it. And it, you know, I'll get him later. But he's down there. Circle around and get him later.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. Like games where losing can be fun. I think Marathon is absolutely one of those, and so are the Souls games, right? Where losing is part of the experience, and even sometimes can be fun, or also like can teach you stuff without it having to be sweaty.
Correct.
Like, there's times I die in Marathon where I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't really, I'm not like thinking about what could I have done differently. It's like sometimes, but I do it in a constructive, like, yeah, maybe I will do that.
Yeah.
But maybe I won't. And if it happens again, I'm fine with that. I feel like that's also like Dwarf Fortress is one of those. I'm not really like talking about turn-based, Ian, for slow games like that, or what I consider slow games like even some strategy or 4X games like StarCraft and like RTSs and things like that. I don't know that I have the patience, because I enjoy the interactivity and mobility of games like Mirror's Edge. But Dwarf Fortress is one of those where the stories that come out of that game are so interesting, and I would love to, but the system is so complex that I feel like if I had started earlier, it would have been a perfect game like in high school, because I don't have much time and it's free. So it's like you could spend your life on that. Similar with MMOs too, I guess.
So I'm thinking about your game styles, Tom, and then it's sort of illuminating some answers for me of games that I wish I'd gotten into. I'd like to have gotten into the Dishonored series from Arcane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still have not played any besides. I mean, I played the first, and I always enjoy. That's a game I enjoy revisiting, just because I love the way they do. Like I think stealth games, I'm realizing, is something that like I did grow up with. Like I wish I would have played more of Metal Gear Solid earlier on. Just because, like, I think stealth mechanics in games in Marathon's also part of that, is like something that is innately like something I like to do. Like even in Skyrim, I'm like, well, even if I'm not playing a stealth character, I will still use stealth because it's such an extra layer of protection for however long it lasts that you might as well do it. And Dishonored is a great take on that, because I tried to play it recently where I tried to play the high chaos route where like I'm almost purposely trying to like eliminate people and play it more like Ghost Runner.
Fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
And Dishonored has such a great way of.
Well, that's what attracts me to it, right? So like I actually didn't have any feeling at all about immersive sims until I played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which are very immersive simmy. I mean, they're not like strictly immersive sims, but they're very immersive simmy.
But you can hunt, you can take photos, you can.
Yeah, it's that level of freedom that like was like that's like to me like gameplay distilled. You know, like that's like the pinnacle of gameplay to me.
The single malt gameplay you're looking for.
Yeah, kind of, right? Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. And so it also makes me think like maybe because then leads me to think like, well, maybe Hitman or something like that. But then I think I land on Dishonored because that not only does it have that immersive simminess, but it also has more of the aesthetic that I dig. Like I think it's a cool looking game, and like
it has a very unique punk style.
Yeah, and when you do the action, like you were just talking about, like you can sort of choose a way to play that does feel like a little more dynamic and feels a little more aggressive and feels more. You just have a little more power to like decide how interactions and engagements go.
Yeah.
So like I've always thought that was kind of cool. So like Dishonored would I think be kind of cool to get into that. But
yeah, I still need to play. I know I've heard 2 is very good, and apparently the DLCs for 1 are like a lot of them are awesome. I do want to play those again at some point because I've only played the 1, but yeah, I feel like that's a really good. Like if you were to play like a single like shorter series of stealth games, I feel like Dishonored is a really good one because they give you, powers and guns and tools, and you don't have to use all of them, but you can choose to upgrade the stuff that you want. And also, it's a really good game for trying to figure out like what does it mean to go loud and how long does that actually have to last? Like, how do you know that you're like fucked enough that you have to reset it? Or are you willing, like in the moment, have you made enough progress that you have the internal struggle of like, I'm already like near the target. I just like alerted the guards. Yeah. It's like, what's the cost? Like, it kind of enforces the role play a little bit of like, if you really want to be the silent ghost, like no one's ever seen you, you are also risking like, well, I'm this deep in and I have all these like the pressure mounts and you're like, do I want to try to restart this? Or do I want to say, fuck it, it's worth it just to get this kill over with because I know I'm not going to have the patience to do all that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the concept of Dishonored. That's Arcane. They're the ones that are supposed to be working on that Blade game, right?
Yeah, I remember what was it last SGF? I think it had a trailer and
somebody I know that it was one of the more recent ones. Yeah, they announced that they were working on Blade, which is kind of like fucking perfect for that studio.
It would be awesome
because they did Deathloop too. I think Arcane Austin.
They did. Yeah, Nate got that for me a couple years ago. I still need to play that. I'm sure the online part isn't as much.
It got great reviews. People loved it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I to be fair, I did play. I played all of Slitterhead and Blade Chimera last year. Those are great.
Oh, nice.
Recommend those games.
No, I'm just shit. You take your time.
No, you're good. I will say, I think horror games in general. That is probably my other like last answer for this. Is there's a lot of horror franchises. Like I've played Dead Space and stuff that is based on like Resident Evil and like not just survival horror, but like just horror in general. And I find most of what I watch on YouTube now is horror adjacent to some degree, and I've watched a lot of like analyses of different horror series like Siren and Fatal Frame, and I'm like, man, it would be cool if I had started earlier because now I'm just
one of my favorite Let's Play series is the Scary Game Squad with Jesse Cox and used to be some of the guys from Beer Bros.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they just do scary games, and it's fucking great. Like watching scary games in Let's Plays is like that's a great thing to have on in the background for like.
It's a great way to get into them. Like I've watched a lot of like playthroughs of scary games and stuff, and like I've played Alien Isolation. I somehow managed to beat that. I think it's like the same thing with like horror movies is like if you're not used to them, the like intensity of the actual scares is kind of drives people away. And then playing Alien Isolation again, it's similar to the same frame as like Marathon or competitive stuff. It's like death is absolutely going to happen. And like when you know it's going to happen, it's like it does start to like it wears down the scare effect, but it's still a fun like thriller of a game because you're like, okay, I know when I'm dead even before it happens, but you start to get better at like maybe I need to like do some more like deceptive tricks, or maybe what I need to do is move in this manner instead of in this manner.
Yeah.
And,
I do like that problem solving. I do. That's one of the reasons why I like combat in games like Souls-like combat, because it is very much like a puzzle. Like, what is the thing that I need to? What's the element that I need to add or subtract from this? What's the like? I like labbing it out. Like I'm in a really hard boss fight. I think about what do I need to make more distance? Am I being too aggressive? Like, what's the answer for this particular fight? And I like that problem solving, that puzzle nature of the fights too. I have one more to add, and then I want to ask Nate a question.
Sure.
So the one thing I'll add is not an actual game, but a game genre, and that is roguelikes, and specifically roguelites. Primarily, I'm annoyed that I have trouble getting into them, and I wish I had like exercised more of those muscles that like enjoyed the restart nature of it. But the reason is because so many really good games that should be right up my alley because it's all gameplay focused, I miss out on because of the roguelike nature of it. So like Hades, like on points, Hades should be my jam because it's like fast action, it's challenging, it's it's demanding, it's twitch, it's reflex, it's
voice acting
all
is
that kind of stuff. Voice acting is phenomenal. The art's crazy good. It's it's fantasy. It's like dark fantasy. It's like it's just like got all the things you would think would be for me. But then the roguelike thing makes me like, ugh, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened to me with Hyper Light Breaker. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It happened to me with oh shoot, what was it? Dead Cells. Like I really wanted to get into Dead Cells.
That's a tough one too.
Yeah, so there's just a whole bunch. It's such a popular genre, and because that genre usually is the kind of mechanics that I super dig, I'm always sad that like I'll often see a trailer for a game and I'll think, oh, that looks sick, and then at the end they give you a description. It's like a roguelite from the makers of. And I'm like, oh fuck, so I'm gonna have to forget I saw that now. So all right, that's my last one that I'm adding, and now I have a question for Nate.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you liking this fucking Gatling gun man?
Oh, I can't wait to kill him. What is hurting this dude over here, though? He's like a hunter who's talking to me.
He's like, there's either like a fire or something that he's walking into. Yeah, because you see that fire over there? You can get hurt by those fires. But you see, he's like trying to draw you out so you'll get shot by the Gatling gun thing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, this guy's a little bitch. Nobody likes this guy. He's universally hated.
Is he like the Anne Orlando sniper type, or like the flame frenzy tower from Elden Ring? That like
a little bit. Yeah, this is a little bit of that like shitty Miyazaki being a real dick to you. This kind of that area. Yeah, there's a few areas
like
of
an
that in this
Overwatch
game.
Character.
Yeah. Now this is definitely Miyazaki at his trolliest. He's definitely a super troll in this game for sure. He's also, this guy is like famously difficult to parry for some reason.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Yeah, at least he was for me. Like I'm not sure I ever got a parry off of this motherfucker. Oh, there's a parry mechanic in this too that I want to tell you about when this fight is over too.
Oh yeah. I have one more genre. I think it's kind of more of a runner-up because it's one I could take or leave. But I feel like bullet hell games are ones that I really want to get into. I remember when Ikaruga, I have it on the Switch now, but when it came out for the GameCube, I thought, oh, that looks fucking awesome. Yeah. And not realizing that bullet hell games are like, it's not just about, it's not like it's Galaga, but with a different, like, oh no, the difficulty is there all the time. The dancing through the bullet waves is what people get good at. That's their Tetris-like trance.
Yeah, it's very movement style, right?
Yeah, I was playing a lot of, it's a twin stick shooter, not so much a bullet hell game. I mean, it kind of is, but it's called Sectory.
Those can overlap. Yeah. Sectory, that got big reviews.
Oh, fucking amazing game! If it when it comes out on the Switch, Ian, get it. It is
definitely okay.
Yes,
cool.
It is an arcade twin stick shooter. It has like temporary upgrade stuff, but it's not like super roguelike in that way. It is phenomenal. It is probably my favorite twin stick shooter I've ever played.
So those are definitely games.
Fuck off, dude.
Those are definitely games I did because actually, the bullet hell element is actually in a lot of games that I do like. They're not necessarily bullet hells in general, but there's bullet hell mechanics in a lot of games. Have you ever played Returnal? or Saros?
I've played it a little bit. I've heard Soros is amazing. I played a little bit of Returnal, and I feel like I would really like it. I did like what I played of it. I just didn't play a ton because I don't have a PS5. But like that's one of those. If I had that console, I would get it like immediately.
I feel like that's like the pinnacle of the bullet hell genre. It's like that's the most AAA a bullet hell has ever been, I think.
Right. Again, it's also one of those games, like you were saying, is unfortunately also has the rogue elements.
Fuck off.
Yes.
So it kind of makes it tough to.
So I have not played Saros, but I hear it's like very much.
Oh my!
down. Wow.
What the
that
fuck?
Sucks.
The double wolf.
I ran away from them, turned around, they followed me
There they
immediately, and then also I got stun locked by the fucking Gatling gun.
By the fucking Gatling, by the Gat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hear Saros is actually like very much scaled back in terms of like the rogueliteness of it. So that's one I would definitely get down on playing, because I'm with you, Tom. I like any of those games that have like an avoidance or an evasion pattern that it demands of you. Like it's really, because that is almost like the same element of being like a really demanding platformer almost, right? Like you got to be good with your character in space. You got to keep in mind like your surroundings. You got to be on point with your timing. Like, yeah, you got to worry about multiple things coming at you all at once, different angles. Like that's right. A cool. I love that mechanic for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing with bullet hells is it has that arcade game or rhythm game type thing of like, you know, your whole space is on the screen. The difference is just what you're trying to predict ahead of time, and that I think is what.
Oh shit!
For a while,
God damn it!
Ooh.
Well, there goes those echoes.
Yeah.
Bye souls. Bye souls.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know, Nate. Nobody likes this area. Everybody hates this fucking Gat.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the area.
Yeah, people don't like the Gat Man.
I want to kill that guy so bad. Please tell me I get up there and kill him eventually.
No, you never do. He is the final boss of the game, and he wins by default.
He wins by default. Yeah. Actually,
you suck.
It's a scripted fight. You can't actually. It's a quick time thing. And you can't actually win.
Yeah, you're screwed. It's Miyazaki. It's actually Miyazaki up there shooting at you. So
Miyazaki himself. This goes into the game.
Yeah, we're gonna get him. He's determined to get him this time, boys.
I deserve a win today.
And you didn't get that item though, because you fell down first.
No, he's not. He's not. He's still alive.
And he's also not always. He's not dead yet. Maybe you could have shot him dead.
Yeah, but I couldn't have gotten back up there, right?
No, but if those guys will just give it to you once you kill them.
Oh shit! Okay, I thought they
you don't got
to. I had to go back up there to get it.
Yeah, you don't got to pick it up off their body, but there was that other one you left up there. So next time, I'll be back.
All right. So to answer my own question that I originally posed you guys, Panzer Dragoon.
Oh really? Yeah, Panzer Dragoon I think is also like the on rails, like not quite a bullet hell game, but I've also always liked.
But it's a rail shooter, kind of a la Star Fox, but you're on like.
I was gonna say, aren't you you're a big Star Fox fan? So
yeah, I like that. But I remember.
Oh, that's another game. Star Fox.
Oh, the original Star Fox?
That's
also
got a
me
demo.
too.
That's got a demo coming out.
Yeah. Does it really? The new one?
Yeah, the new one's got a demo. I think it may even be available now. I think
it is available now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with the Star Fox one.
That's
I fucking love Star Fox. Star Fox is fucking great. Yeah. It's the second greatest flying ship in the history of the world.
Past not including the X-wing.
Yes, the X-wing is the best by far.
And then the R-wing.
Then the R-wing. Then the Millennium Falcon.
Funny enough, there is an R-wing in Rogue Squadron 1. Or no, it's sorry, that's the V-wing. Never mind.
The R-wing is totally inspired by the X-wing. So
Rogue Squadron 1 is the N64 one that we played, right, Nate?
Yes, yeah. You can.
Wasn't there's like a joke vehicle in there? What is that?
It's a car.
Again?
It's like a
That's
Cadillac.
right. Yeah, it's like a car. I was trying to remember what it was. I was like, it wasn't the Star. What's they put the Starfighter in?
I think it takes the place of the A-wing. I think.
I see. Yeah, because I remember there was always a funny vehicle.
And it also did the coolest viral marketing campaign drop ever in gaming, or at least one of the coolest ones ever. It dropped the Naboo Starfighter. Like
that's right.
Just a couple months before Episode 1 came out.
I remember. Yeah, because I was trying to remember. I was like, I remember it was a Starfighter in a game where it shouldn't have been, and I couldn't remember if it was Rogue Squadron or something else.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Also, Rogue Squadron. fucking great game. One of the
Fucking
greats.
awesome
No,
game.
yeah, amazing.
The whole
game.
series is pretty solid.
I think
literally genuinely go back to Rogue Squadron today. It holds up, man. It is worth
yeah.
playing. It is
I don't
awesome.
think that the flying, like the spaceship missions in any of the Battlefront games, classic or new, would be nearly as good if they hadn't done Rogue Squadron first. Because I feel like Rogue Squadron was the first I think it was the first 3D, like, I say X-Wing, but I mean like flying ships game in the Star Wars universe. Because I feel like all the PC games tried to do it, but they didn't seem like, I mean, besides the...
they were very
X-Wing
cockpit
one.
focused, right? So there was X-Wing, there was TIE Fighter.
X-Wing
Those
and
were
TIE Fighter. Yeah.
It was very hard to like without the third camera perspective, it was really tough to like.
Well, those were
figure out,
basically sims. Those were like flight sims. That's how they treated those. Like, that was
Right,
which was really
that's what's
cool.
so
I loved
tough.
that about them.
Yeah.
Well, so this begs a really good, simple question that somehow I feel like we've never actually asked on this channel.
Yeah.
What is the best Star Wars video game?
You're gonna say fucking Disney whatever.
That's my dark horse
Disney
pick. Yeah,
Infinity.
Disney Infinity is my dark horse pick that everyone will shit on me for, but I'm letting you know. If you want, because here's the thing. This is actually a very, not complicated. It's a very simple question for me because for me, what I've always wanted in a Star Wars game.
You want a lightsaber and a starfighter?
I want a lightsaber and I want an X-Wing. Give me both of those mechanics in one game and you've got me. And here's the thing about this. If you think back to all the Star Wars games, there's really not many, if any, games that actually do both of those things and do either of them reasonably well.
Right.
I was gonna say Battlefront 2?
That's actually what my first pick would
does.
be. Yeah.
It does, but here's the problem with that.
It does both. I wouldn't say the best of any either
It's not
one of
a
them.
it's like a kill streak on the
You do get
you do get both, but here's the problem. So you only get very limited specific levels with the lightsaber heroes, with the Jedi heroes. So basically, Luke. And you get to play as, I think in one sequence, you get to play as Vader. Another sequence, you get to play as Kylo. And that's pretty much it.
I'm talking like
the OG Battlefront
on the original Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
That was like a kill streak reward, wasn't it? It wasn't. You couldn't permanently be someone with a lightsaber.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that you had life, it's that you had like a time meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the other thing. Like the implementation was so limited and narrow that it was almost like kind of a gimmick and didn't really feel like it was a part of the game to me. And the same is true of
anything.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like it's like a power move, and it's very similar in the latest Battlefronts where it's a very like niche mode of the game where you get to do this. And frankly, the same is true of the flying portions because again, they're only like very limited sections of the campaign. And other than that, like because we know Battlefront specifically is primarily a multiplayer game.
Yeah,
it's a multiplayer shooter. And like, so while those elements are in the game, they're all kind of like not complete. I'll put it this way. Those elements in those games mostly just left me wishing it were better or that there was more of it.
Yeah.
And there just was never enough of it. But as far as I'm concerned, the game that's done the best at putting those two things together, being able to fly an X-Wing and have actually good lightsaber combat, it's Disney Infinity. It's actually really fucking good. The gameplay is really good in those games. And you get to play as any fucking Jedi you ever could imagine wanting to be. And they all have different styles. They've all got different abilities. And the actual combat itself is like super fluid. Feels great in the hand. And you get to fly around kind of like in open spaces with any of the ships from Star Wars 2. And it's fucking great. So... yeah, if you guys have not played Disney Infinity, get yourself that fucking game because it's fucking great.
Is that something you can still actually play? I don't remember if that's like a...
So you can, because if you remember, Disney Infinity was one of those Toys to Life games, actually. So initially, when it was out, in order to get the characters and stuff, you had to buy the toys. And then the toys would let you spawn the characters in game. Once they dropped Disney Infinity altogether, like they dropped the Toys to Life, Disney just got rid of the Toys to Life thing. They just dropped it all as DLC. So now you just have all the characters in the game. So you can go buy Disney Infinity. You can still run on your computer, and you can still all the characters will be there. You don't have to buy any of the toys. So it's Disney Infinity 3.0 is specifically what you want. It's really fucking good. So there's that. There's also I guess the latest Lego game was Star Wars. I guess they just did Batman, but before that it was the Skywalker saga, I guess. And I heard mixed reviews about that. I played it a little bit. Didn't super love it, but yeah, that's my pick. My dark horse pick is Disney Infinity. But you guys, I wonder which ones you would pick. What's your Star Wars game? What's your Star Wars game?
The one at King's Island with the VR headset that was really janky, but you could sword fight in real life.
Yeah.
Motherfucker! I get all this way down here and I die right here at the same fucking spot. God damn it. Fuck me.
This is hell. So remember when I told you that Bloodborne is not the most difficult, but it is the most punishing?
Yeah, that's it. This is what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Ugh.
This kind of shit. It's just the runs, man. Like, the runs are so long and brutal and harrowing. And then, of course, like, you're burning resources each time you do it because your fucking blood vials are consumables.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and, like,
yeah,
the enemies are tethered really far. Like, they can go forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're not the fastest thing here. They can catch you.
Yeah, you are not. Again, you do benefit from being a little more aggressive, being a little bit faster. You've got the act when you lock on, your dodge is faster. But yeah, you're still. It's not like Sekiro where you're the fastest player on the field.
Yeah.
You're still slower than the dogs. Like, these guys can catch up to you if need be. And then this motherfucker is fucking turreting your ass.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
Sniping you from afar with a fucking Gatling gun. He's also, like, supernaturally accurate with that fucking thing.
Yes, he is. All right.
Here we go.
Once a piece.
Yeah, I think for favorite Star Wars game, I think Battlefront 2 is what came to mind, just because I really enjoy the combat in Battlefront 2. I'm also someone who, like, I don't mind playing the Jedi games, but
Is that the modern Battlefront 2 or the old one?
The classic, because I remember, that's a funny story. Around the time where I got my first Xbox 360, I think we had a copy of Battlefront 2.
We still do.
And I was thinking of, like, what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, well, I guess I'll get an Xbox 360 because it's coming out and it's available. But I was like, I remember I was playing Battlefront 2 on the original Xbox, and I was like, honestly, I can kind of keep playing this for like a couple months probably. I was like, this is great. I love trying to do like the conquests. I like figuring out like how to like do the objectives and like figure stuff out. I've always liked the classic ones just because I like the idea of like, I love like the boarding action in that game of like taking, the one of like the X-Wings, flying it into the other ship's bay.
Honestly, if they made a Star Fox game like that game, holy fuck.
Yeah, the giving the Covenant back their bomb type gameplay. I always liked that about those types of games of like, yeah, you can, you don't have to just like try and fight the whole crowd at once. You can just go in, be like a secret agent,
oh my God.
and then get out of it.
Yes, son of a bitch.
Oh shit! Push him. Is he wearing?
Oh my God!
Oh shit! He's wearing the hunter stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck is on his arm? Oh.
Nate's so excited. Nate, if you lose, oh no!
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Virtual fighter
now that I know he's an actual hunter, I am so motivated to fight him.
Yeah.
Right. This is the fight. This is the fight of the day.
Cool.
All right. I definitely want to fight this guy so bad now.
You hate him. You hate him.
I need him to not be alive anymore.
I'm glad you found this back way because a lot of people don't. They just like brute force this. So
really,
yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I'm fucking sprinting. I want him.
Gotta have him.
This. Gotta have it.
Do we know how many souls he ended up costing you with that death where you fell?
Probably something like 4K or something, which is a lot for right now. But it's
it's a lot for right now.
Not the most I've ever carried at one time, but certainly.
I mean, you'll get him back. It's not, we don't got to stress about it. But all the more reason to hate his ass.
Yeah, exactly. Just add it to the fucking tab.
Yeah, man. Punish the motherfucker. This is peak Miyazaki though. This is like suffer and then suffer some more, baby. How you feeling about the gameplay so far? Does it feel good? You liking the?
I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's starting to feel a lot. Yeah, it's starting to feel pretty good. I like it a lot.
I do feel like, I know you're not like super comfy with the parry yet, but I do feel like you are hitting it more often than not.
Yeah, I'm starting to do it more often. I'm still a little bit wary. Oh, okay.
Look at this motherfucker climbing after you. You're gonna wait and then kick him off?
Something like that.
It's the right move. He's doing it right.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, you whiffed! He didn't do it right. No, he's dead. And the second guy. I love how this second guy saw the first guy get clocked and then just came up anyway.
Yeah.
He didn't like have any second thoughts at all.
He's obviously up there and turned around and ready. I better keep going at the same pace.
You had the high ground, Anakin.
Don't try it. You underestimate my power. Great writing.
Yeah, it's terrific. Yep.
Maybe one of my favorite songs in all of Star Wars is the Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the Fates.
In that scene.
Mm-hmm. My favorite song is definitely Luke's theme. It's my favorite scene, actually.
Oh my god, how many does he have?
He is stun locking your ass.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oof.
For my money, the best scene in the history of Star Wars, in all the Star Wars movies, is just the scene when Luke is on Tatooine and he goes out in the sunset and sees the double suns. And then the music swells.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was actually just about to say that, Ian. I was like, it is. I feel like is the piece of music that is the most like engaging in the hero's journey because it's the most
evocative.
It's the most like it has like it puts the stakes out there, but it's also like
it tells.
But if you don't go
such
anywhere,
a story,
like, right?
Yeah,
you have such a comfy life alone. Here. Yeah.
And like Mark Hamill does such a good job, and because there's no dialogue in that scene, he just walks out to the thing and stares at the suns.
Right.
But like the shot itself is beautiful. The acting is amazing. The amount of story they crunch into that like 60-second scene is like really amazing. And a lot of it, most of it even, is the music. It's when that music, because I think it is the first time you really hear that music in Star Wars, and it's like it's clearly like it's to your point, Tom. It feels like this is serious. Like there's some real stakes happening here. Like this is meaningful. And that's definitely my favorite scene with my favorite music from the Star Wars universe for sure.
Oh yeah, really.
But Duel of the Fates is hype. I'm not gonna lie. Duel of the Fates is fucking hype.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite Star Wars lightsaber fight scene in all of the non-tology?
So it's not going to be anything from the sequel series because nothing from the sequel series is
redeemable
canon to me. Yeah, that's all garbage, all of it. So I guess
I feel like there's two main options.
I think I know one is
it's either going to be the Duel Fates or Cloud City.
Okay, so I think that's fair. I'm going to throw a curveball at you though.
That's when Vader and Luke fight for the first time in Empire Strikes Back.
Is that the one where it's like that weird, like foggy, like platform thing? Yeah.
He's like
okay,
impressive,
that's a good one.
most impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw kind of a curveball at you, and it's probably not a popular choice, and it's not because I'm not gonna argue that it's like the best choreography by any means. Although I do think the choreography in the original series got way better, like from movie to movie. However, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the final fight, Vader and Luke in front of the Emperor.
Yeah. That's actually what I was gonna say, Ian. Is like I feel like that one is only because it's also got the most like story going on during the fight.
It does.
It's the most important one for sure.
It's the most important one. It's the one that really is. It pushes the story forward and it's in service of the story more than any other fight because it's him giving into rage and hate, right? So it's like it actually engages with the themes of the story, and also similar to the previous scene we're talking about, the music is so fucking intense. It's like Vader's theme. It's like the dark side theme that's happening in the background when he puts both hands and starts swinging when he's got Vader on his back.
And
he's just swinging like a fucking baseball bat. Like that's crazy. That's really good cinema, man.
That's just Mark Hamill going off. He's just like, yep.
Yes.
Fuck you in
That's real.
particular, Dad.
Because for me, it's very rare that an action sequence actually has a lot of like story involved in it, where it's actually advancing the story. Usually, action sequences are very much like music sequences,
By the
song
numbers.
sequences, and musicals,
Yeah.
where it's kind of like they put the story on hold so you can have this big set piece and start enjoying the action for a little while, and then once it's done, you go back to the storytelling. That scene and like to me the best action scenes are the ones that are actually like telling the story in the middle of the action scene, and that for me is like that's the pinnacle of that in Star Wars stories. Is where it's basically it's the full climax of the series. So yeah, that one's it for me, but I acknowledge, not like super advanced in choreography or anything like that. So
Yeah, definitely not. Is he coming? He is, but he's
now
not.
the
He's
worst one,
caught up on something.
I think we can universally agree on the worst one though, right?
Probably the one with Rey and Kylo on the dam.
Okay. Again, that's fair because anything from the sequel series will qualify as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
because I think the one in the Snoke throne room is better than that one.
Yeah. Now, this is me being hypocritical because this scene actually does still push forward the narrative actually in a really important way, but the choreography is so poor that I feel like it's got to lose significant points, and that is Obi-Wan and Vader, right?
Yeah.
In episode 4. You got him. You cheesed his ass. Now is he dead? Did you get souls?
I think I saw him. Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
That was not nearly enough souls in my opinion, but fuck that guy.
No. Yeah, you fucked him up.
And I can't even use his gun.
Can you break it? No, you cannot. Get fucked, Shorty.
That guy pissed me off, and kept pissing me off. He died of disappointment.
Yeah, the throne room with Rey and Kylo, I definitely don't like that one because it does the inverse of pushing the story forward. It pushes a bad story forward in a way that you don't want it to go and that it shouldn't go, where they like become allies for no fucking reason, and then that advances this sort of manufactured tale in the third one where they somehow like have a romance brewing somehow. So yeah, I think that one qualifies as bad because it really tells a sucky story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a bad one.
I agree with that one. All right, this.
So no love for Jedi Fallen Order as a video game favorite.
I haven't played, so I can't.
I mean, I definitely liked playing that game a lot. But I also it reminds me of Jedi Academy.
Okay.
And that was I have a lot of really good memories associated with Jedi Academy.
I liked the character creator in that.
Yeah,
the
you
multiplayer
can create your own character. You can.
That was awesome.
What the fuck?
I think that in Star Wars
That's
Demolition.
probably where that dude landed.
Yeah, it's
actually no. Bounty Hunter might be my runner-up besides.
We used to have Bounty Hunter, and then I sold it, and I regret that so much.
Were you guys KOTOR boys?
Now.
Did you guys play KOTOR?
No, never played.
No,
KOTOR.
we never played KOTOR. That's actually also one that I wish I would have gotten into. For that question.
Me too.
You know, people love that series and they love the online one, and I was like,
they're making a new one.
Yeah.
And isn't the new one? Doesn't it have the Mass Effect guy behind it? The guy who did Mass Effect?
BioWare? I think BioWare people did work on that. I don't remember what that.
I think it's the actual the creative director of Mass Effect. I think I could be wrong about this, but it's somebody that is meaningful in that space. I think it is him. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they're taking it seriously. It's going to be a proper game, hopefully. Hopefully they don't cancel it, and hopefully they don't close the fucking studio before it comes out.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the best.
It just happens a lot these days. So especially stuff that's out far into the future. It's like everything feels like vaporware until it's installed on your machine. You see what Xbox did at SGF?
I've not been keeping up.
At SGF, they had the new Senua game, in their presentation.
Oh,
and
I heard
then,
about this.
And like literally like 2-3 days later, they announced the closure of the studio. And the reason why apparently it came out today, the reason why they've had it in SGF was because they wanted to use that as a way to sell the studio to another buyer, to like build up hype for the studio that, hey, we've got this game that you might want to buy. Like almost the way that you do like when you take a film to a film festival. Like, so like it wasn't at all for the people watching SGF, it was for like selling the game to others, like the way you would at like E3 or something.
That's so sad.
But kind of fucked up, right? Pretty fucked up.
So are they like not even like making like, is it like, oh, they're gonna make the game and then that's it, or is it like, no, we're just canceling it?
I don't know. So I'm guessing
it's fucked up either way.
I'm guessing obviously it's not finished, of course, right? So clearly it's like in some stage of development. I'm assuming that if they are actually putting that out to sell the game as if it's like, this is what you get if you buy Ninja Theory, presumably they would get the rights to Senua, whoever buys it, and then would finish the game, right? That would be my guess. Although whoever buys it gets to do whatever they want with it, whether they finish it or not. But presumably if you buy it Ninja Theory, you want Senua. So.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I heard a lot of the Xbox layoff stuff. I know we didn't talk about that much, but that's not looking good for Xbox.
No, not looking good. Xbox is really sucking lately. It's weird that like both Xbox and PlayStation are like moving heavily back into exclusives for some fucking reason.
Right, after they had all that big debate about whether or not they're going to even sell hardware, like even a year ago.
Which I don't understand because like this is the worst fucking time to be relying on hardware. Like who can afford hardware? They just raised the price of the PS5 Pro to like almost $1,000. Like who's buying hardware right now? Like that's not a thing. Mm-hmm. What's the point of having the exclusives? Like I don't understand that. This is such terrible fucking timing. But they're doing it anyway, I guess. I don't know. What do I know? Okay. Go ahead and close studios, move back to exclusives when no one can afford new hardware. They've got Project Helix in development right now for Xbox, and it's like that was already supposed to be a luxury, high-end gaming console. That thing's going to cost $2,500 if it ever comes out. Like that's going to be fucking crazy.
Oh, hello.
And it's not even going to perform as well as a $2,500 PC. Get these skulking assholes. You know what these guys look like? I think these are the same models as the like lizard dudes from the Dragon Peak ruins in Dark Souls 3.
A little bit. I get that.
Using the whip.
Whip.
I love how he stows it. He like taps it on the ground.
Right. It's really cool.
Like a cane. Really cool. Yeah.
Sword whips and cane whips are like some of the coolest looking stuff, but it would never work in real life.
No, it really wouldn't. Yeah.
Like maybe the cane because it's all like just bludgeoning and all that, whatever. But like
it's also threaded.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I like about the cane. Like apart from it just being badass that you're smacking people with a cane, it's also just like really mean because it's threaded, just so it will hurt more. It's kind of sick.
If I can find a spot to like rest, we can call it tonight because we're pretty much on time.
Oh yeah.
Damn, will you look at this area? Look at the lighting in this area.
As soon as I am not in imminent danger, I will.
Why aren't you admiring your surroundings, Nate? Come on.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into this.
Jesus.
How many fuckers are there? God damn.
Infinispawn.
Is there a thing like that? Oh my god.
It does feel like it's Infinispawn.
Yeah.
What are we calling these things?
I don't.
Infinigools.
Yeah.
Blood vials. Clean up on blood vials.
Fuck me. God damn.
That's a different one. This one's different.
Yeah, this one's different.
Something's up ahead. Looks different.
Damn. With extreme prejudice. This feels very disrespectful to hit him with a whip like that.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's like the 13th one I've fought.
He's
in
back.
The last 2 minutes.
You know, this might be a farming area, I think.
I could see
These
why,
just
because
keep
my
fucking
God,
coming.
they
Yeah.
just keep coming and they don't stop coming.
Pile
And they
of
don't
bodies
stop
in here.
coming and they don't stop coming.
Yeah,
Fucking
as
pile
it
of
was
bodies.
foretold.
Jeez, how
There it
many
is.
of them are there? Holy
Dude, I
shit!
think that this has to be Infinispawn. It has to be. Go out in this hallway, see where they're coming from.
Yeah, they just coming out of a portal somewhere? Fuck.
It must be. Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me get what I came here
Gotta
for.
get the shiny. Ooh, that's a big thing. You want that shard. That's
yeah,
important.
I figured out what they're for.
Yeah.
I just don't know all the ins and outs because I've also got some tempering ones apparently, and it like
Mhm.
I don't know what does what, and if it's like the
He backstab on this dude. Oh no, he spotted you. Just lay into him. Oh, just barely ran out of stamina. That sucks.
yeah,
You did like his whole
was-
health bar in one stamina bar.
right. He had like a fraction left.
Madman's
Man,
knowledge.
that thing's nuts. What?
Yeah. You know what that looks like?
What is that?
That's like Slave Knight Gale.
Yeah.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like that scene, the scariest fucking scene from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah. You are not
The
wrong.
the Blood Eagle scene and
Yeah, the Blood Eagle
fucking
scene.
yeah. Ooh,
Fuck. Yeah, that is wild.
that's what that looks like.
Woof. This thing's gonna come off the hinges and fight me, isn't it?
I
You just fucking know it. You know it.
don't know why you would think that. What kind of game do you think this is?
Yeah,
This is
what
a
kind-
nice. This is a cozy game, Nate.
This is a walk in the park.
This is a cozy game. This is like
Ritual blood.
Animal Crossing.
Shit. Yeah.
A lot of animals
crossing the river Styx, maybe. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I just
You're so
waiting for you
nervous
to
about
fall
this
out.
guy.
Yes, I am. Would you not be? Come on.
I just love how every now and then you're like peeking. You're like moving the camera just a
Yeah.
little bit to peek.
I'm not fucking with that guy. If he comes off the fucking marionette strings, God. Okay, I've already been
Yeah,
on it, though.
guys, if you don't remember that scene from The Silence of the Lambs, oh my god, that is bone-chilling shit.
That is real fucked up shit, man.
Yeah. Especially because it's like a direct reference to an actual thing that that indigenous people used to do, like as like part of like warfare. Like really fucked up, man. Woo, scary shit.
Yeah, Blood Angels are not the way I want to go. Don't Google it.
Yeah, we'll get banned. We're not allowed to talk about it. We got
Yeah.
Well, I think talking versus showing.
Talking's okay. Okay, we won't show it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's little Crow Village out here.
It's a murder over here.
It's like they're having like a meeting. Oh my god, that dude fucked you up. Why are they so mad? Dudes. My god.
Jesus.
That's the idea.
The swarming.
They were like playing dead there for a second.
I know, right? And they're
Whole
like
house,
lame
man.
too. Like, and I mean that in the clinical sense.
Yeah.
They're kind of lame.
Yeah, they can't quite fly properly. Yeah.
They're just kind of flopping around. You know, like.
Yeah. They also make an unholy sound.
Seriously.
That sounded awful.
It's like part
ravenous.
bark, dog, scream.
Yes.
Like,
And it's way too loud. They like crank that shit up to 11 too.
yeah, it's fucking unnerving.
Yep.
I try and kill them before they ever do it, but you know, don't always get that lucky.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
All right. This feels like a side thing.
You don't think this is forward progress?
I mean, it's probably forward progress, but it's probably a lateral route.
You got a healthy amount of souls on you.
I know. That's why I'm looking for a fucking checkpoint, my man.
You know where this is. Shortcut.
Shortcut. But where?
Shortcut.
Shortcut. Okay.
Shortcut.
Shortcut.
You need a lamp.
I do need a lamp.
Find that lantern.
Nothing
baby.
but
Kind of
the
dark.
lamp. Yeah. Let's
Best
one from
favorite
Elden Ring.
favorite Disney Renaissance movie. So from 1989 to 1999, favorite Disney movie.
Maybe Hercules?
Really?
Yeah?
I feel like that's kind of a dark horse. All right.
Yeah. You know that guy's
Yeah,
gonna come fucking jumping off the
Oh
side
yeah.
the moment
yeah.
I go over there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Was that more your like generation, Nate? Was that like more your like era?
No,
Because it lasted for 10 years. It's
Aladdin,
got like a
Lion
couple eras.
King was more my thing, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Lion King was probably.
Yeah. Also
mine.
Jungle Book
Pretty good.
and Bambi and
But that's like
I remember growing up with
that's
those.
golden age. So that's like golden age.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. I remember watching them. I was like, these are fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
they're great.
I definitely. Yeah, I think I grew up, same era as you, Ian, with Aladdin and Lion King, and I think Hercules was out there too, and then Pocahontas, and but yeah, I think I like Hercules the most. Well, I take that back. I think I like Aladdin the most, but I like the music in Hercules a lot.
Really? That was like the part I wouldn't expect.
Fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
Interesting. Yeah, for me, it's hard to argue with Aladdin simply because of the genie. Because you got Robin Williams in Robin Williams form.
Yeah,
that's true.
One of the greatest characters in the history of cinema, let alone like in Disney.
Iconic.
But honestly, and I may get judged harshly for this.
Yeah.
I think I gotta choose Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, that is a good one.
That's fair.
I think I do, and I think I like the setting the most. Man, this guy, look how he walks. Nice try.
I gotta go. It's an item.
Ooh, he turned out. Because I like the setting. It's definitely like fairy tale, like storybook style, which I definitely like as well. Sort of more classical Disney. But I also have I got a soft spot for Gaston. What can I say?
I was gonna say, he's the doofiest villain of all Disney movies.
Yeah, and he's just the most hateable, but also like Brom character from like Sleepy Hollow, like Brom Bones character.
The blueprint for that one guy from Skyward Sword.
Yes, exactly.
Bruce. Yeah, he's Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
Yes. He's just like so eminently hateable. Like he's just such a good villain. And I enjoy that a lot. I think the art in that movie is actually really fucking good too. I think that's really good. It's got really amazing music. A dark horse. I like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah. That original soundtrack. That
soundtrack is great, and another badass villain. Not a badass, and actually like hateful villain. He's actually a douche. But
I gotta come all the way back down here to get my fucking 7K.
You almost couldn't get that sentence out. You're so frustrated.
Yeah.
God damn it! I
sound like the dad from Christmas Story. Yeah.
You sound like Harry from Home Alone.
Oh well, at least I have some small sense of relief because now I don't have to go searching for a fucking lamp anymore.
Yeah,
I'm right here, and I'll work on getting those souls back again, and maybe do a little bit more side exploring.
Before you go, Nate, because I've been meaning to show you this. It's going to cost you it's going to cost you one silver bullet. So do me a favor and shoot your gun. Yeah. All right, now hold down triangle. Oh no, not triangle. Hold down up on the D-pad.
Up on the D-pad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see what you have there? You've got that red 5.
Yeah. Okay. So I can.
So basically, you've got 20. You can carry 20 silver quicksilver bullets on you at any given time.
Yeah.
And that's how many parries you can do basically. So if you find yourself having run out of parries in a run and you need more, you can trade a little bit of health.
Yeah, because the bullets are supposedly got your blood on them or in them or something, right? So
yeah, and so that will give you an extra 5, and you can only carry a total of those 5 blood bullets at any given time. But you can do that until you don't have any left, and until your health runs.
Keep topped off. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So technically, as long as you've got ability to heal, you can basically parry forever if you need to. So if you get hard up and you want your parry back, you can trade some health for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
I think I've done that a few times on accident, and I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, because I remember that animation, and I was trying to figure out like what does what. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very good to know. I appreciate that.
Yep.
I haven't done any practicing in the off hours at all, but maybe I do find some time. I have Friday off, but we're doing some chores on Friday, like a ton.
Looking for some time to get good, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just some time to get some practice, some reps in or something. But that's neither here nor there, I suppose. I want to get.
Hey, you did good.
Figure out how to do all this stuff.
You don't have enough.
I have 14. But I'm
No,
missing
you don't have
something.
enough echoes. You don't have any echoes.
Oh yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
But I have stuff to fix that. What is the blood gem fortification though? Before we go, do you know?
Ooh,
It's
go read
+1 or
the.
+2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think it's like it works like the other gems in Dark Souls.
Oh,
So
it
like
changes my
sharp.
scaling. Yeah.
Yeah, like sharp gem, heavy gem, that kind of shit. Changes your scaling stuff.
Okay. And then but I don't know what I have. He's like, this will up it to B scaling. It looks like.
Pretty good.
I mean, that's pretty great for me.
The question is, do you think that the threaded cane, you want to stick with it, or are you hoping to find other weapons?
I mean,
Because
I'm
there are
curious about
really
when. Yeah, I'm curious to find other
cool
weapons, but I
I
haven't.
got
found
some
them.
favorites.
Yeah.
And I hope you find them because they're fucking cool.
Well, I mean, if I don't, then that's your fault.
Okay. I'll take credit for ruining your gameplay. That's ruining your Bloodborne experience. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do some more exploring and maybe I'll look into a little bit of the mechanics of like what's something I want to do or what I should invest in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely.
We'll see how much time I have.
Well, you had a good run today. You beat Father G.
In one shot.
In one shot. Amazing. And you also beat the fucking Gatling gun boy.
Yeah, and the little punk ass bitch out on the ground too, like at the base.
You did. Yep, you beat that
So,
that fucking dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, frustrating, but overall, I feel
Successful.
very productive. Yeah, very
productive.
night.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll call it here. No stream next week, but then we're back the next week after that. So 2 weeks from today, we'll be back with
Mark it on your calendars.
Yeah. But all right, we'll call it here. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.